Hello. I'm very tired, so let's just see what happens, honestly. Where is this game? I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream, but I wanted to stream. We haven't done Fridays in a few weeks. And, why is my little guy not bouncing? Hello? We're restarting this. Hello? There we go. Okay, well, weird. Anyway. Oh, right, that's what we're doing. Alright, let's do it. Forgot we were in the past, and I forgot we were with a blonde man. So, I think we're just investigating, though, so I have to voice act, and I wasn't really prepared for that. 2 books, the Chinese Scientific Magazine and Night and Morning are on the upper bunk. This bed appears to belong to Miss Yin Chu. There's a water pipe on the lower bunk. This is probably Madame Yin's bed. I also have to apologize for not... Can you knock that off? Stop it. I also have to apologize for not getting pronunciations right. It's been a few weeks, so if you're in the VODs, I'm so sorry. I wasn't doing a great job on them anyway, so... The corner of a book is poking out from under the pillow. It is an account book. It records in detail the various expenses of the Wu family. There's an overturned kerosene lamp on the ground. The lampshade is already broken. The name Fu is written at the base of the lamp with a brush. Wait, what are you two doing? He's British, isn't he? Fuck. A post-mortem examination. I don't know. 2 you are outsiders and men. How could you touch my sister-in-law's body? How could I let you touch my sister? Sorry, my mic's in the way. Mr. Temin? Mr. Joseph is I don't know if that's how you say that. A prosecutor from Britain with great accomplishments in medicine. This examination will not harm her body, but instead help us understand the cause of death. You can't! It's improper for men and women to touch so casually. Just let Yin Chu do it on your behalf, then. Mr. Wu, it is obvious that your sister-in-law has been murdered. Unless you want the culprit to remain at large, please remain silent and stay out of the way. I think I'm dehydrated, which means you're gonna possibly hear mouth noises, and I apologize for that. John, let's begin. I forgot his name was John. We're off to such a good start. Alright. Candlestick. Oh, fun. The murder weapon was a copper candlestick. The spike completely penetrated the body. The drip pan on the candlestick is covering the bleeding from the wound. Therefore, the column has not been tainted with blood. Okay. Oh. There are some glass shards scattered around the feet of the deceased, one of which is a perfectly circular shape, seeming out of place among the other fragments. Glasses, maybe? Like a lens? Where could this have fallen from? The head of the deceased rests against the bed, yet her foot tilts unnaturally to one side. It is as if the murderer took her life, placed her body down, then kicked her. Did they do so to vent anger? No, the murderer wouldn't have only kicked her once if they struck her body out of frustration. There's probably another reason for this. Okay. There are several parallel bloodstains on the ground near the left hand of the deceased. The bloodstains spread in an outward direction and do not seem to be left by the deceased. Okay. The face of the deceased is clean and the jade on her hairpin is sparkling under the light. The hairpin appears to be a collector's item. You know what's what, huh? Yin Zhao's hairpin can't be bought with money. Does this hairpiece pin have a special origin? The silversmith who made it used to work in the palace. That craftsmanship is long lost now. Someone once owed us. Wu's a large— I forgot how to read. A large sum of money, so Yin Zhao? It's Jew. And I went to collect the debt. Yin Zhu immediately fell in love with this hairpin before I could even say anything. The body is still warm to the touch, and there are no signs of livor mortis, indicating that she has just passed away. Hands. There's a gash on the outer side of the deceased arm that was caused by a sharp object. This is a defense wound. According to the location of the wound, it is likely that the deceased instinctively blocked the murderer's assault with her left arm. Alright, we're missing one.
Why do I feel like this is different than the other times?
What am I missing? Okay,
There we go.
Hi, Nate. There's a candlestick in her chest. There are no blood spurts nearby, but blood is oozing out. When the atrium is impaled, blood flows into the pericardium, resulting in a fatal blockage. The entire process happens extremely quickly. The deceased wouldn't have even had time to scream. The murderer seems quite skillful to be able to kill someone in one blow with a candlestick.
Alright. We did it. Okay.
Suitcase. There's a closed suitcase placed horizontally by the bed. The cuff of Madame Yin's right sleeve is caught in the suitcase.
Can you open it? I guess not. Okay. Gramophone.
There's a wind-up gramophone, but it is slightly damaged. If oil is applied on the spring, the sound produced should be improved.
Sounds awesome, bestie.
There's a woman's coat on the hanger. It appears to belong to Madame Yin.
I don't want to talk to him right now.
The cabinet is locked and cannot be opened. Magnets, coils, ammeters, and many other strange objects can be seen placed inside. These are most likely not the belongings of Madame Yin and Miss Yin Chu. There's a small mirror as well as some bottles and jars on the table. Top-grade moisturizers and serums, these are all expensive Watson brand cosmetics.
Nice. Alright.
Yin Chu, oh Yin Chu, how could this happen? You were alive and well just moments ago, but now you're gone. My condolences, Mr. Teman. I have a few questions to ask. I heard your fear of these waters is due to you almost boarding a mission escort ship.
Mission?
Shh! Why is this being brought up again? Madame Yin was murdered when our ship was approaching the waters near the Luang King Temple. Does this seem like a coincidence to you, Mr. Teman? You should know these waters are evil. Evil, I tell you. Whether it's what happened today or back then, it's because we've angered the Luang King. If you could, Mr. Temin, please tell me about what happened in the past. Father entrusted the Yangtze River Escort Agency to transport the silver to buy a tea shop. I was supposed to accompany the escort, but I suddenly fell ill. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise, I would have followed that ship into the stomach of the Luang King. My condolences, Mr. Temin. I have a few questions to ask. Okay, wait, we already said that. Ahaha. About Yinju. Mr. Temin, has Madam Yin ever been on unfriendly terms with anyone? Oh, reading is hard. Yinju had a knack for running the household. People were bound to be jealous. But I don't think anyone would harm Yinju because of that. Oh god, I'm so tired. Is there anyone on the ship that raises your suspicions, Mr. Temin? They turned off all the lights like snap, then killed someone with a candlestick. Something under the water must have possessed someone. Please bless us. Bodhisattva. I think I said that wrong. I don't know if I've ever... I don't think I've ever said that out loud. How do you actually say it? This is embarrassing. I gotta learn to say more things.
Bodhisattva.
Okay, I'm close. Why are there so many words that I don't know how to say? Why are words hard? Okay. About the woos. Earlier I heard you speaking with your sisters about the splitting of the inheritance. You mean the tea business, the land, and the house our father left behind? Could the death of Madame Yin be related to this? Hey, you don't think us woos would kill Yinju just for some family property, do you? Us woos aren't heartless profit seekers. Mr. Joseph, I've caught the culprit. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot that this case is how him and Afu met. I forgot that. Also, is his hand stuck in a... What is going on there? We'll find out. That's the boy sleeping on the bunk above me. It's Afu. Afu is the culprit. I saw him running out from Yinju's room in a hurry. Oh no! Glasses! Oh buddy, what'd you do? When I caught up to him, I noticed he had blood all over his hands. That's why I seized him and brought him here. Tell us, did you kill her or not? Wait, hold on, I want to send him to Hannah. Had to get the timing right because he kept blinking. Alright. If you won't talk, that means you must admit it. Words are hard. Throw him into the river as an offering to the Luang King. Shipmaster Lo will decide how to deal with him. Oh! Lian Shen, you should go find a rope and tie this murderer up. Oh, hello. Wait a moment. This young man is most likely not the murderer of Madame Yin. He is not the murderer? You better take responsibility for what you say, you foreigner. Just look at the face of this slippery fellow. It's obvious that he's a crafty old devil. Mr. Joseph, Afu's hands are covered in blood. Why would you say he's not the murderer? John, Afu's possibility of being the murderer is next to nothing. I believe you know why. I have not yet been able to see the entire truth. Don't be modest. You already have an answer in your heart. I shall try my best. Ah boy. With his pale face and bloodied hands, Afu does appear to be the murderer. But in fact, there is a crucial detail at the crime scene that contradicts this deduction.
It's probably that the handle of the candlestick doesn't have any blood on it, right? Yeah, no blood on the column. It didn't stop. That might be wrong.
The evidence that proves Afu is not the murderer is the candlestick penetrating the body. Mr. Shen, isn't this candlestick the murder weapon? How does it prove that Afu isn't the murderer? To pierce the spikes into the body, the murderer's hand must grip the candlestick, correct? Yeah, to apply force. If Afu was gripping the candlestick when he committed the murder, then why is Afu's right palm stained with blood, yet the candlestick is clean? What if he cleaned the blood stains off the candlestick? Liang Xing, if Afu cleaned the candlestick, he would have cleaned his hand as well. Could it be that the candlestick moved on its own and killed her? The deceased was killed by a long and thin weapon penetrating the heart. Under these circumstances, blood doesn't spray, but oozes instead, and is absorbed by clothing. Moreover, with the wax bowl as a barrier, the murderer could keep blood off their hands. The power went out earlier if it happened when Afu was committing the crime. Is it possible that he touched the blood on Ying Zhao amidst the panic?
What is it? What is it? Is it Zhao or Ju? I need... No, I want the characters. This is a surname though that I'm seeing, which I wonder if that would sound different. Joe. I don't know.
Joe.
Let's go with Joe. Which means it's neither the ones I've been using.
John Liang Xin has proposed a decent hypothesis. So, did Afu enter the crime scene before the power outage? John, I would like to hear your answer. The evidence that can specify the time is right in front of our eyes.
It is? Evident the time. The time? The time that he entered the crime scene? From here? Oh, this is gonna be... This one's gonna mess me up, I think. I don't think I'm gonna get this one first or second try. That he entered the crime scene is what's getting me. This is proof that he's here, I think. But maybe... Oh, this is hard.
This broken kerosene lamp can indicate the time Afu entered the crime scene. A kerosene lamp was needed precisely because of the power outage. Which means that Afu entered the crime scene after the power outage. If Afu entered the room after the power went out. At the time, he held the lamp in his right hand and his left was stuck in a strange device. And it wouldn't be easy for him to get a candlestick and commit murder. If it wasn't Afu, then why are his hands covered in blood, huh? Then again, as a man, what was he doing running into a woman's room? Pale face, trembling body, sweating profusely. These are all typical symptoms of fear. I'm afraid Afu has been rendered speechless due to the vasovagal syncope. What? I don't think I said that right. As for the reason why he has blood-stained hands, Madame Yin has already told us. Yin Zhou. John, why don't you give Mr. Wu a hint? Afu may have unknowingly touched the left arm of the deceased by chance. Without a doubt.
Oh wait, I did the wrong voice. Whatever.
Without a doubt, the blood on Afu's hands belonged to Madame Yin. He most likely created the bloodstains on the floor as well. However, if you want to persuade the two Mr. Wus, you need to go the extra mile. Therefore, what we actually need to provide is the reason why Afu touched the body.
Oh, he tripped. Oh, okay. You need to sweat blood and think harder. Oh, Jesus! Listen. I thought he tripped, so I feel like I still have a valid answer.
One of the lenses missing from Afu's glasses landed next to Madame Yin. That's an answer, right as rain.
This is all, like, can you prove any of this, though? Like, I guess we can. I guess this is proving it. I'm just like, this is just a lot of, like, being like, I think this happened. But it's fine.
Based on Madame Yin's strange posture and the location of the lamp, as well as the lens, and considering the position of possible light sources inside the cabin after a power outage, Afu's experience can be easily inferred.
But that's why I clicked her foot!
After entering the room, he accidentally tripped over the body on the ground, thus breaking the kerosene lamp and his glasses. When crouching down to look for his glasses, he touched the blood on the deceased's clothes.
The fact that, okay, the fact that it seems like he, the way they drew it makes it look like he fell and the lenses fell out and shattered, but probably what they should have done is have him touch the blood while his glasses were off. Because it looked like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So like they fell off and hit the ground and that's what broke them. Cause otherwise how the fuck did they break? I guess like if you fall and it just like hits your nose, like that shouldn't be hard enough to break glass, right?
The blood then triggered his phobia. Mr. Joseph, so you're saying Afu only discovered the body and the culprit is someone else? That's right. No, it wasn't a person. It was the Luang King. The candlestick moved on its own. The Luang King is after our lives. Mr. Temin, your concern is misplaced. An unreasonable detail near the body indicates someone besides Afu entered the crime scene. The unreasonable detail at the crime scene is the suitcase. The suitcase caught Madame Yin's sleeve. This means after Madame Yin was stabbed and collapsed, someone closed the suitcase. What do you mean? The suitcase is placed right next to Madame Yin. Whoever closed it must have noticed her body. This person is not Afu, otherwise he would not have tripped. It also was not Madame Yin, or else there would be bloodstains on the suitcase. Remaining calm after discovering the body, it must be the murderer. But why would the murderer deliberately close the suitcase after committing the crime? Maybe open the suitcase to investigate. No, you can't! You mustn't open it! Who knows what Yin Zhao's... Joe?
I can't figure it out. I'm sorry, I already forgot. I closed my tab. Where is it?
Joe.
Oh. Who knows what Yin Zhou stashed away in that suitcase? What if it'll bring misfortune upon us as well? Mr. Joseph, Mr. Shen, don't mind this old fogey. Investigations are more important. Open it. There are a few clothes, a box of jewelry, a purse, and some cards in the suitcase. There's an indentation here. Something seems to have been taken. Oh no. Oh god. Could there be pirates on the ship? The valuables inside the suitcase are still present. It was not the doing of pirates. John, when we investigated the room earlier, did you see anything of the same shape? I guess. The perfume bottle on the table has the same shape as the indentation. The fragrance on the deceased suggests that this may not have been the doings of the murderer. Oh, no, okay, I see why I thought it looked weird. Therefore, what's even more noteworthy is this mahjong card. A card found at Madame Yin's crime scene. It shows the 8 of characters. 8 of characters? We were missing 8 mahjong cards earlier. What is the 8 of characters doing here?
3, 4, 5, 6. Missing 7.
She stole them, of course. That Yin Zhou. She can't even play mahjong without cheating. She's dead. No, wait. This suitcase isn't Yin Zhou's. It looks like Yin Chu's. The clothes in the suitcase and the perfume on the table all belong to Yin Chu. Could you ask Miss Yin Chu to come inside for a moment? Mr. Joseph, I think Yin Chu was upset by what she saw. She doesn't look so good. Shall we let her get some rest first? Of course. Afu needs rest as well. We can question them later. Oh, okay, but this room...
Hey, Hannah.
Yinju and Afu can rest in Temen's room since he'll be worshipping the Luong King. Hey, wait, we haven't resolved the issues on the sacrificial offerings yet.
I hit my mic, I'm so sorry. Afu tripped over a dead body and broke his glasses, and he's covered in blood.
Mr. Joseph, what should we do with Madame Yin? It's best we preserve the body at the lowest temperature so we can conduct a follow-up autopsy. The lowest temperature, is the crew cabin okay? Great suggestion.
Up. Shen, Chongping, and Elle have placed the body in the crew cabin, I think. I wasn't paying
否则
attention.
下楼梯的时候，
Thank you for your help,
我
Elle,
就把
or
您
I
粉
would
摔
have
地
dropped Madame Yin while going down the stairs.
There's no need for that, Mr. Shen. I only did what I should. Besides, Madame Yin barely weighs anything. It was effortless. Where are you off to investigate next, Mr. Shin? I'll lead the way. Oh yeah, blonde dude is here. We don't know what's up with him.
那就有劳小娥了。
I appreciate it, Elle. I'm so sleepy. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Nothing like this has ever happened on my ship before. Have you checked everywhere? Are there any traces of pirates boarding the ship? There are no signs of pirates boarding the ship, and no one has lost their belongings. Mr. Joseph and Mr. Shen both believe that this is a murder case. Just in time, Mr. Shen is here. In order to ascertain Madame Yin's murder as soon as possible, I must investigate the cockpit.
I can't read.
Shipmaster Lo, please forgive me for any offense. Leon Sin has filled me in with the details. Feel free to investigate. Okay. If there's anything you need my help with, just let me know.
Yeah, it's not going good, especially considering how sleepy I am.
The style of this device is extremely unique.
Mr. Shen, this is the engine telegraph. It's used to adjust the ship's speed. Hannah, does this look familiar to you? Asking for a friend. I'm sure you don't know it. I'm sure we've never seen this in a video game before. An engine telegraph is a communication device used on ships to convey orders from the bridge, where the ship is controlled to the engine room, instructing the engine crew on how to adjust the speed or direction of the ship's engines. The engine telegraph typically consists of a set of handles or levers on both the bridge and in the engine room, connected by a telegraph system. The handles are marked with different engine commands such as full ahead, half ahead, slow ahead, and full astern, etc.
A map is laid out on the desk, on which a compass, a sextant, and a telescope are placed. A navigation log that records the course, speed, position, weather, and tidal currents. It records arrived in Shenyang.
Exactly.
At 2050, command to accelerate, proceed at full speed. Entered the waters of the Luang King Temple at 2130, command to decelerate, slowly advanced. A power outage occurred at 2210, and power was restored at 2220. This information may be useful. I need to record it.
Food box.
There's a food container by the table, the same one First Mate Wu took from the dining hall.
Okay, great. We'll deal with that later.
Mr. Leon Sin, may I ask you a few questions? Mr. Shen, what would you like to know? Has Madame Yin ever had any grudges with anyone? Yin Zhou is quite obtrusive and a bloodsucker, so she made her fair share of enemies. However, none of those people are on this ship. Of all the people on this ship, who do you think has the most motive to kill her? Wu Tenmin? Master Wu? They might seem friendly with one another, but they've had an ongoing strife for years.
Someone's gonna be down. Hello? My dad just went outside through our door and now a bunch of bugs came in because of the lights. That's how you know it's getting warm again. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, there's so many bugs in here now. Oh. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was waiting to see if my dad was coming back in this way, but I don't know if he is. I'm just watching the bugs fly around the lights, just like accepting the fate of like a lot of bugs in our rooms. Oh. Wow. There's like a lot. I might have to go vacuum. Ugh. Well, let's get through this first. Fuck. Oh, wait. That's my dad with vacuum. I might pause again if he's coming over with the vacuum and just do it now. Alright, hello. We think we got pretty much all the bugs, but my dad did leave the little vacuum in case. Just so we don't have issues, but... Man. Okay, anyway. That's not the right button. There we go. Give me 1 second, because I was messaging someone about something, so let me just make sure. Alright.
The main conflict between them has always been the family business.
Yeah, I know.
My second oldest brother died young, but Yin-Jo had a son with him, and she's got business talent. Even as the eldest son, Temin didn't stand a chance against her. Temin has always been looking for a way to deprive Yin-Jo's family of inheritance rights. How would he be able to do so? There are a myriad of rules in big families. For instance, if a woman engages in a public or immoral behavior, she'll lose her right of inheritance. As far as I know, Yin-Jo does what she pleases in secret, but Temin never caught her. I didn't expect him to go so far. I'm a bit worried about the safety of my nephew.
Who's your nephew? Oh, Madame Yin's son.
If Madame Yin's family loses inheritance rights, then your inheritance would increase. Me? Yin-Chu and I are above bickering with those two.
About yourself.
Why did you come to serve as the first mate of the Shanhe, Mr. Lian Chin?
Sin.
Although the Wus are well known for being tea merchants, I'm more of a coffee person.
Lame joke.
Mr. Lian Sin, I wonder where your aspirations lie. I'm sure, Mr. Shen, you have definitely read Around the World in 80 Days before. I want to be like Fogg and travel the world, see the sights, eat delicious food, and enjoy life. Mr. Shen, what would you like to know?
No more questions. Dude. I keep doing this wrong. Tab, Q. Yeah. Coffee in the late Qing dynasty. Coffee was first introduced in China in the mid-Qing dynasty, 1636 to 1912. In 1836, a Danish person opened the first coffee shop in Guangzhou. Oh god, fuck. My bad memory. Guangzhou. But it mainly catered to foreigners. After the Opium War, Shanghai established concessions, and Chinese compradors imitated the lifestyle of Western merchants. It's so bad out here. Becoming the first group of Chinese people to drink coffee. In 1866, the book Foreign Cookery in Chinese was written to train Chinese chefs in Western cuisine. There is a passage specifically mentioning roast and grind kifi vigorously and constantly stir. Here, kifi is a transliteration of coffee. Coffee. Shipmaster Lowe.
Shipmaster Lowe, there are a few questions I would like to ask you. Don't hesitate to ask, Mr. Shen.
Oh.
I heard that shipmate Hao Chiu has gone missing.
Oh, we looked this up and I couldn't find it, I think.
That's right, I haven't seen him since Joe's incident. Do you think he did it? Although when...
Ni hao.
How, yeah, how? How Chew? I get me's.
You.
Nah, let's just go with that for now.
Although Hao Chu causes trouble when he's drunk, he's a coward. I doubt he'd kill anyone. Don't be so sure. This guy's a drunkard and a lecher. He offended Yin-Jo not too long ago. Really? What happened? At the time, Yin-Jo had just boarded the ship and asked Hao Chu to help carry her things. Not only didn't he lend a helping hand, he ogled her the entire time, then got told off. He refused to repent and kept insisting Joe looked like the wife he never got to marry. Did they ever have any direct conflicts? Not really. I shoot him away. But the simper he had on his face back then, now that I think about it, was really suspicious. Don't hesitate. How long have you been on the Shanhe? Shanhe? Mr. Shipmaster Lowe. I've been related to this ship for most of my life. This ship used to be called the Anqing, the first steamship us Chinese designed and built. It's even older than the famous Huanghu, but not many people know that. When this ship was built, I was only 15 and worked on the Anqing Ordnance Institute. I watched as Su Shu and his son Su Qianyin built the ship piece by piece. I'm so sorry. All of the pistons and screws on the ship were handmade by Su Shou.
I need to like create like a list of like how vowels work in Chinese.
Show.
That would probably like really benefit me.
Su Qianyin and I hammered the boiler in the engine room together bit by bit. Later on, coincidentally, the ship was renamed the Shanhe, and I became the shipmaster. The Shanhe is more important to me than anything, so please, Mr. Shen, find out the truth.
Okay.
Shipmaster Lowe, I saw there was a cabinet in Madame Yin's cabin filled with Afu's things. Afu used to stay in the cabin in the middle. Blah, blah, blah. I would have known Madame Yin found her cabin too small and insisted on a bigger one. He's a kind-hearted kid, so he voluntarily gave up the cabin to them. You seem to know quite a lot about Afu. You could say that. I watched Afu grow up. He used to come and play when he was shorter than the rudder. Now he calls his place home. A lot of small installations on the Shawnee were made by him. So you mean that although Afu is staying in the guest room, he's actually a crew member? How could young Master Afu be a crew member? He's a deep connection with this ship. Forgive me, but I can't go into details.
Ooh, more of Afu's backstory. Rich dad owns the ironworks or whatever the fuck. Shipmaster, whatever the hell.
Shipmaster, it's the first time I've heard you talk about this as well. If it weren't for Mr. Shen, I almost tied Afu up as the murderer. There's absolutely no way Afu could ever kill anyone.
Afu lore. Okay, I think we are done with this room. Oh, no, we're not.
Which rooms are connected by the speaking tubes?
The two adjacent to the rudder are connected to this dining hall and the engine room. There are 3 more next to the cabin doors that connect to the 3 cabins. Okay, and then let's...
I have a basic understanding of the situation in the cockpit. Sorry for my intrusion. Don't be so courteous, Mr. Shen. You're doing me a favor.
Oh, fuck. Was that a body? Was that a body?
Did this ship just strike a reef? Nonsense, where would you find a reef on a river?
Just now, did something fall down? Shipmaster, Mr. Shen, did you see that?
I think it looked like a person. Let's go take a look. Lian Xin, you take the helm. I'll go with Mr. Shen.
Oh. How did you get there so fast? Suspicious.
I have discovered the body of a crew member. He's been dead for quite some time.
Mr. Shen. That's Oda. How?
How could this happen?
How could this happen? Anyway.
John, come over and examine the body first.
I'm trying to not, like, distrust him because he's blonde and British, but, like, he's blonde and British. So, I don't know.
Large areas of liver mortis have emerged on the legs, appearing purplish red in color. The liver mortis already formed are diffused with
Petechiae.
in prominent areas.
I also did. It's weird.
The patches of liver mortis are starting to blend, which means he died more than 3 hours ago.
Okay. Bop bop. Mr. Shen, there seems to be a piece of paper inside the pile of broken glass.
It's another mahjong card.
A card found in the broken wine bottle next to Hao Chu's body. Partially soaked with wine, it shows the...
The card is partially soaked by alcohol, but the text can still be vaguely identified. 9 of characters.
I wonder if you knew something about mahjong, this would mean something more, but I don't know that much about mahjong.
Literally everyone, Mr. Shan, British dude, my great friend John, come see this. Check this shit out.
Why would you not let me look at that stuff? Whatever.
The deceased's left hand and fingers are stiff with liver mortis on the arm.
Also, I could have sworn in one of the scenes where they're talking, he's still, I mean, I guess it's just a translation thing, but it would be weird for him to be speaking in Chinese, but still calling him John. Like, just call him Shen. But maybe, like, it's just how it is, so it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter if he knows by John, it's fine. He does not seem like a John.
The deceased is holding a half-broken bottle of liquor in his right hand. Muscles in the lower jaw, neck, and upper limbs all show signs of rigor mortis. Muscles in the fingers, toes, and lower limbs are more relaxed. Rigor mortis has yet to spread. Rigor mortis limited to the upper limbs indicates a time of death around 4 to 6 hours ago. 4 to 6. There are signs of swelling, congestion, and cyanosis on the deceased's face. The deceased's mouth reeks of alcohol, proving he drank a large amount before death. There's a large amount of vomit left in the deceased's mouth. He may have choked it to death.
Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong spot.
There's a large abrasion on the forehead and a noticeable lump on the cranial region. The wound caused by the fall is consistent with the position the deceased landed. However, it is quite strange that the lump is white instead of the usual reddish brown. John bruises caused by falling after death are pale in color.
Oh, okay, that's all. Well, maybe they're just, like, not close enough. I don't know.
According to the stiffness and lividity of his body, Hao Chu was killed 4 to 6 hours ago. Cause of death, mechanical asphyxiation. Are you saying that he was strangled to death, Mr. Joseph? No, there are many circumstances of mechanical asphyxia. Strangulation is only one of them. From the appearance of his corpse, it's more likely that his death was caused by choking. Hao Chu was an alcoholic. It makes sense to me that he choked on his vomit after drinking.
Could this have been an accident?
Not necessarily. Without knowing what was in the wine, we cannot rule out the possibility that someone was involved. Furthermore, we also found this mahjong card next to Hao Chu. It's hard not to associate his death with the death of Madame Yin.
Yeah, it's too coincidental for Master Wu's mahjong cards to appear at the scene. Murder scene. Fuck. Could it be that there really was something between old Hao and Miss Madame Yin?
Well, don't make wild guesses about our passengers' affairs.
Literal affair. I didn't mean to.
Matters are trickier than I had imagined. Perhaps this is all just the beginning. John, we need to complete investigations of the whole ship as soon as possible.
Alright, let's tab in here. Read some facts and some knowledge. The Huanghu steamboat. Huanghu was the name for the first steamboat developed by China. It was ordered and named by Zhang Gofan and built by Xu Shou and Xu Jianying and Hua Hengfang. I think I fucked that. It was successfully tested in Nanjing in 1865. The Huanghu steamboat had a load capacity of 25 tons and a length of 55 feet. It had a high-pressure steam engine and could reach speeds of 32 miles per hour downstream and 18 miles per hour upstream. I don't know enough about boats to know if that's impressive, but it was the first one, so go off. Mechanical asphyxia refers to the suffocation caused by respiratory impairment due to mechanical violence. It typically includes compression asphyxia caused by external force applying pressure to the neck or chest, and obstructive asphyxia caused by the blockage of the airway by various liquids or foreign objects. Deceased individuals often display signs such as facial swelling, conjunctival hemorrhage, and dark purple lividity. Okay, maybe crew cabin.
This door leads to the crew cabin. There's no need to go down there for now, we just came out.
Okay, well, you didn't.
Does this ladder lead up to the top of the cockpit?
That's right, Mr. Shen.
Oh, Chu's body fell from the roof of the ship. We should go up and take a look.
Ladder time. I should drink some water. Jeez.
Gross. The yellow and white sticky...
You're not British.
The yellow and white sticky marks on the ground should be Hao Chu's vomit. It is indeed from quite a while ago, as it has already begun to dry.
Old Hal really drank his heart's content, huh?
There are 5 empty wine jars scattered across the floor and 2 distinctive bottles.
Watson?
It appears to be imported liquor.
The cosmetics are also Watson Cosmetics. That's something to look into. Mr. Shen, that's cola water, a type of soda. It tastes really good. Especially in the summer after cooling it down in water. You just chug, 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 chug. Yeah. Blah. You'll be happy as the day is long. L. Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to know, like, L's gender, but some of the ways they've drawn sprites come off as very feminine, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to know, you know? And I'm not sure if there's this, like, a reveal situation, or it's just being vague, or if I missed something. Mr. Shen, do you want a taste of happiness too?
No, but thank you for the offer.
I genuinely can't remember if we were told, which is why I'm also being vague. You know, we could check the character list. Give me a second. Soda, also known as Dutch water, was introduced to China around 1877. People at that time were very fond of this refreshing beverage as a way to cool off. During the wedding banquet of the last Emperor Puyi, soda was served to guests. We love to see it. It's a little bit of soda. Alright, let's go into characters. Oh, we have a she here. The labor of the Shanhe, enthusiastic and outgoing, she is willing to help others. But I really can't tell if, like, the other characters know that Elle is like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where hi bot. It's one of those things where I don't know, and also, this can be my little non-binary gal if I want. My non-binary gal, my non-binary pal. Words are hard. Here, I got it, don't worry. Dan. Fuck. Wait a minute. Hold on. Twitch. Give me a second, I fucked up. Where the fuck is anything? Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. sorry about that. Like, you know when we, like, delete stuff and Twitch takes a second to load, so when you hit stuff, it goes to the wrong person? I accidentally banned Hannah because Twitch, reloaded at the wrong time. This happens to me all the time where I delete the wrong message because things move. Don't worry about it. I actually cannot ban the other person anymore, so we're gonna leave that fine. But yeah. Cool. I couldn't find it because it's not something you can see on, it's not something you can do on OBS, so I had to open Twitch back up and be like, where do I unban people? But it's fine. Yeah. It's whatever, but I'm so sorry about that, Hannah. As soon as I hit ban, I was like, why did that move up? Alright, what were these guys doing? Chat probably looks a mess. Let's go through these real quick. Well, you just go to the same, there's an unban page and you can just hit, like, a trash can and it unbans people. The Wu family seems to know something about the legends of the Luang King Temple. The eldest Wu brother was particularly keen on refraining from talking about it. What exactly was the incident back then that was brought up in their conversation? Hao Qiu was the first to die. A 9 of characters mahjong card appeared next to him. Next was Madame Yin. She was the card of 8 characters. I actually was wondering this earlier. Oh, wait. That's a good point. I don't think Hannah is. I can mod you right now, though. I know you're not on mod view, but I can do that. There you go. Or at least you should be now. I believe you're a mod again. On my end, it says you're a mod. Yep, there we go. I was gonna say this before. It's why I was, like, counting when they were all standing around when we found the character of 8, because I was like, oh, is this, like, a countdown? Is it, like, 8 people are gonna die or something? So that's why I just didn't say anything, because I couldn't remember how many characters there were on the ship.
Mahjong cards have appeared next to all the victims. There seems to be a pattern.
It could also mean some more people could die.
When investigating the suitcase, I had a strong sense of abnormality. Something seems peculiar about this. What could it be? Hao Qiu is the second victim discovered on the ship. However, based on the autopsy report, his time of death was earlier than Madame Yin. Placed besides the victims were 2 mahjong cards, 8 and 9 of characters respectively. It appears to be the doings of the same murderer. Yet besides the conflict Lian Xin mentioned, there is barely any connection between the two. If Hao Qiu was murdered, why is the murder killing him and Madame Yin one after another? If Hao Qiu died of an incident, how come there was a mahjong card next to his body?
Accident. I think we are okay up here. So return to deck. It's been an eventful night. So many issues.
One bag to suppress the demons!
Oh, he's talking twice. The talent.
One bag to remove ill fortune. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Here's an ample portion of pork along with some pig ears and snout to pay our respects. If you choose to accept it, please clear away the bad omens in this water.
Master Wu, are you praying for blessings? Blood. There's blood in the water.
This is retribution for being ignorant and disrespectful to the Luang King. It's a warning. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and bring more offerings before terrible things happen.
I was also thinking it, Sarah. I was trying not to. But where am I supposed to find offerings?
Do not panic, Al. A finless porpoise has collided with the bow of the ship.
Oh, possible animal death.
It must have been the cause of the collision that made Hao Qiu's body fall from the roof.
I see now. Poor porpoise.
He says that. That's why I don't read those. I mentioned it last week, but I didn't this week. Let's continue. And also get that off the screen. Sorry, folks. I did not know that was about to happen. This is Yinchu and Madame Yin's cabin. It's locked.
It's locked. Afu and Miss Yinchu are resting inside this cabin right now. Yinchu, Afu, Mr. Shen needs to come in and investigate.
Oh my god, he got his hand free.
Hello, Mr. Shen. Hello, L. Afu, you're looking much better now.
Seems legit.
Huh? You still can't speak? Did he bite his tongue?
When he fell, did he bite his tongue?
Oh no, what if you'll never be able to speak again?
Anyway, we'll get to him in a second. There's a hand-drawn blueprint of what seems like a fish tank on the desk. There's also a strangely shaped ruler and several issues of the Chinese scientific magazine. There's a row of test tubes, 2 bottles of reagents, and some apparatus against the wall.
Mr. Shen, what's this device with the crooked neck?
That's a microscope. It's able to make an enlarged image of a small object.
That's absolutely magical.
Are you trying to tell us this device is very delicate and needs to be treated with care? He said, thumbs up! I understand. We will be careful. Pastries! Hell yeah. The lower bunk is a plate of pastries similar in color and shape to peach blossoms. This is victory cake, a snack from southern China. Ugh! Would love to have some. Gimme, gimme. Oh, okay, that was all. There are paper charms on all 4 corners of the top bunk and a portrait hanging at the end.
Mr. Shen, the Luong in this painting looks so scary. Could it be the Luong King? Could it be that the Luong King has been on the ship all this time, hiding in this painting?
No fear, El. It's a replica of the 9 Luongs from the Song Dynasty, not the Luong King. Mr. Shen, there's a piece of balled up paper under the bed. Mr. Wu, the 500,000 taels of silver you borrowed are more than 2 months overdue. If you still can't pay it back before the end of the month, I can only come in to claim it. Miss Yinchu, are you feeling better now?
Oh, well, sure, I guess. I still can't believe that Yinzhou was... She was... Miss Yinchu, don't think back on it, or you'll feel bad again.
Yeah. There are still a few questions I need to ask you, Miss Yinchu. Elle is like, don't think about it. And Shen is like, that's great. Anyway, I have questions about this. To your knowledge, Miss Yinchu, has Madame Yin ever had any grudges with anyone?
I've been studying abroad, so I have no idea.
How was her relationship with you three?
Temin and Yinzhou have more frequent contact. Lian Xin, like me, doesn't come home often. I've only heard Lian Xin say that Yinzhou and Temin have some grudges.
Grudges? What kind of grudges?
It's nothing. I'm not involved in money-related issues.
Earlier, why did you suddenly leave the dining hall?
I didn't like the mood at the mahjong table. I couldn't catch my breath. I was afraid if my asthma would relapse, so I went back to my room to take medicine.
At the time, was Madame Yin still inside the room?
Yes, she was. Then did you see anyone suspicious, Yinshu? No. My chest felt stuffy, so after I took my medicine, I went to the bow of the ship for some air.
No more questions.
Oh wait, I actually missed that. I read it and I didn't read it. My bad.
Afu looks like he has something to say. You mean you saw someone suspicious?
You guys should just do like thumbs up, thumbs down.
You said he's not human?
Or alternatively, just get him one of the fucking notebooks and have him write it.
小娥，让我来看看吧。
Allow me to take a look.
好的。
All right.
另外，这只镊子辛苦用热水烫一下。再用
Please
干净
also soak this tweezer in hot water, and then dry it with a clean cloth.
The tweezer.
阿福，请张大嘴巴。
Afu, please open your mouth wide.
舌骨有轻微的脱落。
Oh, fuck! Fucking ow! Like, ow, ow. I did, yes. I'm sorry, I've never heard of this bone. Jeez. That looks like it would fucking hurt. Okay.
There's a slight dislocation of the hyoid bone, if that's how you even say it.
石大哥，给。
Mr. Shen, here. It's in... Yeah, and I think it would hurt.
阿福，保持
Afu,
现在
maintain your current position.
再慢慢把舌头
Then
往
slowly stick out your tongue.
Also, why do we know how to do this? What were we studying to do again? Does anyone remember what we were studying at Harvard? I thought it was law. Well, not Harvard, in Boston. Weren't we studying law? Why do we know this?
别动。
Hold still.
Ouch, 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 ouch. I don't know if you should speak. Maybe just hang out for a little bit, buddy.
我可以说话了，
I can speak now.
先生。
Detective, how'd you do that? That's amazing.
I can't figure out how to do a lisp.
That's amazing.
你帮了我2次，我都不知道该怎么感谢
You
你。
rescued me 2 times. How can I ever thank you?
I can't do this without laughing. I'm so sorry. This seems like really like that seems hard. That seems like an intense thing to do, but maybe not.
You are welcome.
刚刚在船舱里，
Earlier, inside the cabin, I was so dizzy I couldn't speak at all.
That bone is insanely delicate. Oh no.
还好。
Thank goodness you spoke up for me. Otherwise,
小子，
else, what's making you laugh?
没什么啦。
It's nothing.
He would be able to hear he's got a voice thing going on.
Huh? How come I'm speaking with a
我
lisp?
们变成
你刚才是惊吓
You
过
were
度
unable
导
to
致
speak
舌头
because you
过敏
dislocated your hyoid bone from excessive fright.
Can you do that? I thought it was because of the way he fell. It can result from a direct trauma to the neck, such as being hit with a baseball bat, with a baseball in the net, not a bat, just a baseball. Wait a minute. It apparently happens to some people with hypermobility or EDS. I don't know, man. Excessive fright seem. Oh, okay. They gave us a fact thing.
肌肉
Okay.
没有完全恢复。
Okay.
Although the hyoid bone has been repositioned, the muscles have not yet fully recovered. What do we do?
不必过度担心。
There's no need to worry too much. I had a similar experience when I was a child. Just rest. What?
休息就好。
好的好的，
Okay, thanks.
先生，
Detective, do you need me to join in the investigation?
我把我的
I'll tell you everything I know.
不急，
Take your time. You should rest well first.
尹珠姑娘也是
The。same goes for you, Miss
若没有
Yinchu.
通知，
Without further instructions, do not leave the cabin. Okay.
Maybe just like don't tell them about all the dead people. A microscope. The earliest microscope was invented in the 16th century with a magnification of only 9 times. Later, throughout modifications by Antony van Leeuwenhoek, I don't know. It reached a magnification of 300 times by the 17th century. Microscopes were introduced to China during the reign of Qianqi Emperor 1654 to 1722 and the Qianlong Emperor 1711 to 1799. I don't know. Wrote a poem titled Ode to the Microscope. Fucking love it. However, the object described in the poem was actually a magnifying glass. Microscopes did not receive much attention at that time and only began to play a role in production and daily life during the period of the Republic of China. Knowledge. The hyoid bone, also known as the lingual bone, is involved in oral movements and has significant impact on swallowing, chewing, and pronunciation, which I'm fucking up right now. In the event of a car accident, being choked, or being frightened, the hyoid bone may become displaced from its original position, a condition known as hyoid bone dislocation. What kind being frightened seems like how are you doing that? Like, I mean that in such a genuine way. Like, being frightened feels so vague, but, like, go off, I guess. I want to know more. How do I get out of here? Out there.
There's a paper charm attached to the stern of the ship. When the Luang King appears at midnight, may the golden light protect me. Mr. Shen, what is that? The second line seems to be taken from the Taoist golden light mantra. No doubt it's the handwriting of Master Wu. That is highly likely. However, I've never heard of the saying, the Luang King appears at midnight. Master Wu is a Buddhist, a Taoist, and a worshipper of the Luang King. Isn't he tired?
She's like, how the fuck do you do all this?
Investigations are more important. There's no need to go to the dining hall.
Well, what the fuck do I have else to... That's locked. It's locked. Oh, maybe this.
Mr. Shen, are you looking at the paddle wheels? They differ from the paddle wheels I often see while studying abroad. I heard the shipmaster say that the Shanhe was designed and handmade by Lord Su.
Okay.
This is my cabin. Shall I enter it for investigation?
Fuck yeah, man. Oh, this is... Uh-oh. Start getting concerned.
Mr. Shen, you've dropped your money. This does not belong to me. However, it looks quite familiar. I may have seen it before.
The words Guangzhou currency are engraved. There's also a red string tied.
There are 2 books titled The Great Qing Code and The Spirit of Laws on the side table. These are books I have been reading recently. What's wrong, Mr. Shen? The red wine Joseph led on the table is missing.
Missing? How could it be missing?
I'm afraid someone has visited this room in secret.
Mr. Shen, what's inside this jar?
My brother? It contains my brother's ashes. I made this trip so I could bring him back home.
My condolences, Mr. Shen. This got awkward.
It's fine. Those who passed are resting in peace. Let us go take a look somewhere else. This is our bed. I sleep on the upper bunk while Joseph takes the lower bunk. There's nothing out of place with the bedding on the bed and the suitcase under the bed. This room has been thoroughly investigated. No other abnormalities were discovered.
Mr. Shen, the bottle of red wine is the only thing missing, right? Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
That's strange. Who would steal Mr. Joseph's wine? How could something so cute appear on Mr. Joseph's bed?
This teddy bear belongs to Joseph's daughter. She asked Joseph to keep it by his side.
If he's dead or evil, sorry about his daughter. That's all I can say, really.
The fog at night covers a wide span. Visibility is but mere meters. Our ship seems to be sailing within endless darkness. Elle, do you hear that? What is that sound?
Do you mean the thumping and clanging up ahead, Mr. Shen?
Yes.
I know, it's the sound of gongs and drums.
Why would they be sounding gongs and drums in the middle of the night?
It means our ship has reached the Luang King Temple. Today is Luang Head Rising Day, February 2nd. They'll hold festive events to worship the Luang King. I know, he's asking questions. Cute.
Elle, I have investigated all that I could. We should go see if Joseph is in need of our assistance.
No problem. We're like literally standing right next to— oh.
John, perfect timing. Help me carry Hao Chu's body to the crew cabin as well. Alright.
This is unfortunate.
Wait a second. Something here seems peculiar. Her hairpin has been stolen!
Don't scare me, Mr. Shen.
There's a change on the body. Someone tampered with it.
Hair. Her hair. How could Madame Yin's hair grow longer? Okay, girly. Bestie, deep breaths. There's no way that Madame Yin's still alive, right? Unless everything Master Wu said is true.
The supernatural are not involved. But what exactly is going on? Her hairpin. Someone has stolen Madame Yin's hairpin.
That's why her hair came loose. It looks like it grew longer. Did somebody steal her hairpin? I'm not gonna read these again.
However, that hairpin was exquisitely crafted. It could have been an act of greed.
Mr. Shen, do you think the murderer stole it?
That is a possibility. If the murderer stole it, there may be an important clue hidden on the hairpin. Elle, turn on the lights. We need to thoroughly investigate the crew cabin. The person who stole the hairpin might have left traces within the room.
Oh.
Madame Yin's hairpin has been stolen. With her hair loose, the body seems a bit terrifying.
And also, her lack of eyes.
Other than that, nothing else is out of place. There are several scattered pages behind the ladder. They appear to be wrinkled. Drinking at night, below deck I stayed. Waking at dawn, my work is delayed. If that is the state that has come to pass, why not just go pour another glass? An empty stomach save last night's wine leaves me sad, so I cry and whine. I'll spend all of my money on booze. Tomorrow morning I'll still hit snooze. Is this a poem written by Hao Chu?
Yeah, old Hao likes to write stuff like that when he's bored. We found the poem and that got us an achievement.
The lower bunk is tidier than the upper bunk. It belongs to First Mate Wu. There's a map of the world drawn over with circles and dots hanging on the wall. Around the map are some posters and postcards depicting scenic spots from various regions. A few books including Around the World in 80 Days and The Travels of Marco Polo.
We'll look at those later.
There's no mess on the bunk at all. This bed is made perfectly neat and in order.
Mr. Shen, this used to be Shipmaster Lowe's bunk. He gave it to me after I came aboard.
Then how does the shipmaster usually rest?
He stays in the wheelhouse. Okay, examine upper bunk.
There are 2 empty wine jars and garbage on the bed. The pillow and bedding are also a mess. Without a doubt, this bunk belongs to Hao Chu.
That is indeed old Hao's bunk.
Well, do you know the reason for his alcoholism?
Do you know the reason for his alcoholism? Okay. Old Hal liked to repeat this one nursery rhyme. The bride smiled brightly on her wedding day. The Luang king came and swept her away.
Cruel fate. This may have been something he personally experienced.
No wonder old Hal always said this nursery rhyme was set up for him. Oh, there's a door here. Okay, notebook first.
There's a notebook with a pen at the foot of the bed.
The Travels of Liang, written on the title page with an illustration of a ship with wings.
The notebook is filled with dense and scribbled handwriting.
In 1957, Lian boarded a flapping winged airship named Thunderous Dawn.
In search of clues to evolve into the perfect man, he began his journey across the world.
I didn't know Lian Xin was writing a novel. Huh? Mr. Shen, there are 2 pieces of paper inside.
The first piece of paper reads Global Travel Plan and marks the route on a scribbled map. The second piece of paper roughly calculated the expenses of traveling the globe.
Uh-oh. Mr. Shen, what does global travel mean? Why does it cost so much? You tell me, man!
Just borrow and read Mr. Lian Xin's book, Around the World in 80 Days, and you will know.
Locked door!
L to the store will lead to the stowage.
It's the engine room. Uncle Ling says the machines are dangerous, so it's locked during work. Okay.
The bedding on the lower bunk is wrinkled but tidy. There are newspaper clippings on the wall.
This is Uncle Ling's bunk. He enjoys reading the newspaper during his free time.
The magic troop faces crippling financial crisis. Shanghai trip becomes swan song trip. Good reputation out the door, commercial sea legends no more. Another strange case on the waters of the Luang King Temple, escort ship gone missing. Let me record this. Joseph might be interested in the contents of the newspaper clippings. There is nothing unusual about Hao Chio's body. We had just moved him down here. There's something underneath the pillow. It's a roughly made yellow light yellow coat skirt embroidered with several ducks.
So this is what Uncle Ling has been secretly sewing for days. He wouldn't let us look at it.
Old Ling seemed like a rugged man. I did not expect him to know embroidery. Who could this meticulously sewn woman's coat skirt be made for?
I remember Uncle Ling had a daughter, but she passed away a few years ago. I heard the shipmaster say her death anniversary was soon. Maybe it was an offering to her. And then... soda canisters.
There's a light yellow coat skirt under... oh wait, that's...
come on, man! Let me...
How old do these sodas belong to you?
Actually, Lian Xin brought them on board. But I just absolutely love drinking cola water, so I made a deal with him. Every time I help Lian Xin wash the vegetables or do the dishes, he gives me a bottle. It's a lot of soda, girl. Mr. Shen, did you discover any clues related to the person who stole the hairpin?
As of now, there are no signs of any outsiders entering the crew cabin. All we have found are primarily traces of the crew's lives.
Then could it be that...
That's ringing. I heard it earlier in the dining hall as well.
It's the sound of the engine telegraph. The shipmaster wants to adjust the ship's speed. It'll stop ringing once Uncle Ling handles it. Oh no, is Uncle Ling dead?
Why has there yet to be any response? Old Ling, are you inside? Please open the door.
Uncle Ling, open the door. It's me, Al.
Something's not right. Let's break the door down and check it out.
Wow. Strong. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mr. Shen, please save Uncle Ling. He's lost so much blood.
I'm sorry, but he has breathed his last.
How could this be? Uncle Ling! This isn't a great night.
A third mahjong card has appeared near Old Ling's body. This is already the third homicide that has occurred on the ship.
in like a few hours. Like, let's go, guys.
Who could it be? Why are they committing serial murder?
好久是最早死亡。
How Chiu was the first to die. A 9 of characters mahjong card appeared next to him.
接下来
Next was Madame Yin. She had the card of 8 characters.
第三个死
The third was Old Ling. His card was 7 of characters. The mahjong cards seemed to be counting down.
这个当当声实在吵闹。
This clanging sound is really noisy, making it impossible to think.
小娥，
Oh,
你知道怎么关掉声音吗？
do you know how to turn off that noise?
知道
Yes,
得调
I
整
do.
蒸汽缸旁的车
We
重
need to adjust the engine telegraph next to the steam cylinder. This should be the engine telegraph.
这个设备看起来有些复杂。
The device seems quite complicated.
沈大哥
Mr. Shen, the yellow indicator is pointing towards the speed the shipmaster wants.
指针指
The
向
pointing indicator indicates dead slow ahead.
操作车轴
Adjust the
前面的
handle
拉
of
手
the engine telegraph to the same
同样的
position,
位置
and then pull the top lever.
你操作好
Once
之
that's
后
done,
车
the
钟就
speed
不
of the
响
ship
了
will be
船
adjusted,
的速度
and this
也
bell will
调整
stop
好
ringing.
了
Oh.
刺耳的当当声总算停止了。
The ear-piercing clanging has finally stopped.
I like how he was like, man, thinking about murders, thinking about murders. Shut the fuck up. Thinking about murders. It's the
接下来得
moon.
好好调查一
Now
下
I need to
现场
carefully investigate the scene.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, how come you're the one adjusting the engine telegraph? Where's Old Ling?
车长
Shipmaster,
林叔他
Uncle Ling,
死了
he's dead.
车中迟迟无人响应，
No one responded to the engine telegraph, so Mr. Joseph suggested me to come down and take a look. Alas,
郑，现场情况怎
John,
么样？
how's the situation on site?
Fucking bad, dude. It's bad, Joseph. What do you think, Joseph?
I've also just arrived at the scene.
那就一起调查。
Then let's investigate together, shall we?
John, it's very bad. We'll come to him last. Steam valve.
The red circular valve is installed on the piping connected to the boiler. Seems like it adjusts to the cylinder's air inflow and the steam turbine's rotation rate. There are meters on both sides of the valve. The pointers are vibrating slightly. The position of the valve is in the fully open state. The pointer also indicates the maximum value.
Oh, it's a clue. Okay.
I have a strange feeling about this steam valve. Something seems to be peculiar. Mr. Shen, only you could operate such a complex steam turbine properly. I do not deserve this praise, Shipmaster Lowe.
Dude, he's even good at steering ships, apparently. Like, hello? Fucking Nancy Drew over here. They're gonna start asking him to repair, like, electronics.
A set of huge cog wheels powered by the steam engine are rotating rapidly. At the center of the bull gear is a transmission staff connected to the paddle wheels outside. The body collapsed near the speaking tube. Yet the lid of the speaking tube is closed.
He can. It's a lot. He truly is like a Mary Sue.
There's a mahjong card placed next to the deceased. 7 of characters. The joints of his body are still flexible. Rigor mortis has yet to set in. There are signs of livor mortis on the legs which fade in color when pressure is applied. Is the body already showing signs of livor mortis? Consider the high temperatures in this room and the decomposition process must have been quickened. Taken together, Old Ling's time of death is close to Madame Yin's. That is correct.
Okay, let's all like be like real for a second here. This hand pose is not typically a pose of innocent men. This is very much like an evil-coded hand pose. And so I would not be shocked or surprised if he is evil and has a sprite where he does this and just has like an evil grin, you know? It's very much like a plotting.
The murderer killed 2 people in a short period of time without leaving excess traces. John, we've encountered quite the cunning opponent this time. It's me.
No, I don't actually know if it's him.
The deceased has rough hands. There are thick calluses on the joints of the back of his hands. It can be seen that he was once a martial arts practitioner. No defense wounds were found on the body of the deceased. Based on the surface features, there are no traces of drug influence. That's strange. Anyone would have dodged a fought back, not to mention he knew martial arts. The murder weapon is a hairpin with a green jade inlaid at the end. John, I recall Madame Yin wore a hairpin identical in design. Yes, I just discovered Madame Yin's hairpin was stolen. Yet now it has appeared here. The murderer must have had a special reason to use this hairpin as a murder weapon. Compared to Madame Yin and Hao Chu, Old Ling's facial expression is relatively peaceful. The corners of his mouth are even slightly raised. John, what's the matter? My brother. His expression before he died. The corners of his mouth were also raised. Could it be that? That's just your imagination, John. Pull it together! After death, the facial muscles of the deceased are flaccid, meaning they are expressionless. When a sharp blade pierces the heart and causes a rupture, the victim dies immediately. His calm expression is just a result of muscular flaccidity after death. This case has nothing to do with Brian's case.
I forgot his name was Brian.
And there are still homicides taking place. What you need to do now is put your nose to the grindstone and your shoulders to the wheel. Yes, you're right.
He said, stop thinking about your dead brother. Feet. Sorry, I'm trying to find this last one. I'm glad you're enjoying. There we go.
The murder weapon pierced him through the heart, dealing him a fatal blow. The position and angle of the stabbing are consistent with Madame Yin's case. It's obviously the same murderer, but the weapon has changed from a candlestick to a hairpin.
You're welcome.
Elle, there are a few questions I would like to ask you about Old Ling.
Ask away, Mr. Shen.
What was Old Ling's relationship with Hao Chu?
One was reserved, while the other had no inhibitions at all. Although they worked together, they rarely talked to one another.
Who do you think would want to end their lives?
I don't know about old Hao, but I'm sure that family had something to do with Uncle Ling.
Do you mean that Wu's? You mean the Wu's?
Mr. Shen, you still remember the newspaper clippings on Uncle Ling's wall, right? You seem to be really concerned with how the Wu's were doing lately.
Shipmaster Lo, there are still a few questions I would like to ask you. How did you and Old Ling get to know each other? Old Ling used to frequent this ship, but then he fell on hard times and stayed on board to work. Fell on hard times. I heard Lian Xin say that Old Ling used to be a guard for his family, but when his daughter caught a strange disease, he left the Wu's in search of a cure. Even after spending all his money, he still lost the child. Thus are the trials and tribulations of being parents. Don't hesitate
About motives.
Has Old Ling ever been on unfriendly terms with anyone? He's a martial artist. He must have made quite a few enemies back in the day when he traveled the land. But I can't think of anyone on the ship who'd want her to kill Old Ling. What is his relationship like with the other crew members on board? Old Ling's quite closed off. He doesn't talk much to anyone else except for Elle. I hired Elle to work in the engine room, but Old Ling wouldn't let her touch the steam engine. He only gave her simple jobs like working the engine telegraph, protecting her like his own. Shipmaster Lowe said that Old Ling and Elle were like father and daughter.
So everyone knows. She just has got that, gender non-conforming, non-binary vibe.
Yes, Elle has been a child suffering from cruel fate. Her parents are both dead, and she was almost maimed for theft before Old Ling saved her. Old Ling believed she was a good kid after finding out she stole to pay back her parents' debt. He helped her pay off part of the debt and brought her on board to work on the ship. Elle also treasured their relationship and treated Old Ling as well.
That should be everything. Yep, there we go. Hey, Joseph.
John, please check your pockets.
What? Is... Uh-oh. Ooh!
I just found this in mine.
What number are you?
我身上有一张号码。
Ooh!
I have the 2 of characters mahjong card on me.
Oh, bestie, you're gonna last till almost the end.
I'm sure you've already noticed the relation between the mahjong cards and the Order of Death. These cards symbolize provocations from the murderer. Every person who received a card has now become their prey.
What number are you?
What should we do now? We must not sit idly by for death and to dawn upon us.
How? What number are you?
Shipmaster Lowe, please gather everyone at the dining hall immediately.
What number are you, bitch? Oh, fuck. That was so fast. That scared me. Oh, ah! People gathered in the dining hall were sharing recounting what just had happened. Sorry, I took a drink.
中已经介绍过了3起命案的情况。
Okay. 9, 8, and 7 have died. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So not everyone has one. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay.
John has already introduced the situation of the 3 homicide cases.
3名死者的身边都出现了马吊牌。
The 9, 8, and 7 of characters appeared next to the 3 victims, respectively.
He pulls a queen out of his pocket and gets confused.
分别翻出了2万和3万2张马吊牌。
It's the "You're British" card.
Earlier, John and I found mahjong cards, the 2 and 3 of characters, in our pockets. These cards are most likely a countdown for the culprit's murder plan. I would like to ask you all to see if you have any cards on your person. Oh, what the? How did this card appear out of nowhere? 6 of characters. Then wouldn't that mean that I'm the next target?
I have a card too. It's the 5 of characters, right after Master Wu. My card is the 4 of characters.
Mine is the 1 of characters. Going by order, it seems I'm the last one. It appears all of the missing characters of mahjong cards are here.
6, 7, 6. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So he's 3. Okay.
等等，你们都有牌，怎么就我没有啊？
Wait a second. How come all of you have cards but I don't?
Afu is like offended. Afu is like, hey, hold on, I want a murder card.
谁知道
Who knows? Isn't it because you're the one who placed them? I don't have a card on me either. They're torturing me by making me watch as my passengers and crew are killed one by one.
He's literally so pissed he's not part of the murder game.
Listen up, you murderer. If you want revenge, just come after me.
I cut him off, I'm so sorry.
Trapped in water. Nails and coffins. This wasn't done by man. It's the Luang King. The Luang King is after our lives. Luang King. The Luang King isn't after father's inheritance though, right, Taman? Leonson, you... Why would you say that? Are you possessed by something? Everyone, please calm down. The supernatural aren't behind this, but a serial homicide has indeed taken place on this ship. We are in a game of Among Us. For your own safety, please remain in the dining hall and assist our search for the culprit.
We are literally holding an emergency meeting right now. That's crazy.
Mr. Joseph, before you begin, we need to make sure that you're trustworthy. Shipmaster, Mr. Joseph is the new prosecutor of the Shanghai International Settlement. Nobody is more trustworthy than he is.
Wrong. Incorrect. He is a British man. He is a blonde British man, and we, collectively, do not trust like that. We do not trust a blonde British man.
Leonson, I know Mr. Joseph quite well. However, I understand your concerns, Shipmaster. How about this? I will organize discussions and entrust John with the task of deductions.
What? You don't trust Mr. Iscariot himself? With his evil anime ponytail? He's a blonde British prosecutor, man, with a ponytail and a sprite where he does that with his hands. Like, okay. And also, he seems to be relatively important, but hasn't been mentioned in present day, like, that much. Alright. If at all. Okay. Yeah, a normal guy walking cane.
Throughout this evening, John and I, as well as Mr. Wu...
Shit, I hit it with my thumb.
John and I, as well as Mr. Wu Taman, have been in this dining hall.
Shipmaster, I can also prove that Mr. Shen is a good person. Al, I love you. Like, come on.
Mr. Shen and Mr. Joseph have helped me clear me of my suspicions, so I approve too. They also fixed my bone. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Joseph, Mr. Shen, how do you two plan to find the murderer? The assassination technique and wounds of old Ling and Madame Yin are exactly the same. So, like, we're gonna see if anyone can replicate that, I guess? This should be the work of the same murderer. Although Hao Qiu's case of death differs, a mahjong card was also discovered next to him. In cases where consecutive crimes have been committed, time is the most crucial information. Therefore, we need to confirm the alibis of everyone here.
Mr. Shen, what is an alibi?
Any evidence that proves that you were not present at the time of the crime. Due to the relatively confirmed times of death of Madame Yin and old Ling, I would like each of you to respectively state where you were, what you did, and evidence proving so during these two time periods. John and I will judge whether everyone has an alibi or not based on their statements. What if someone lies? If someone lies, there will be a contradiction between the testimonies to reveal who is lying. If there are no further questions, let's begin with Madame Yin's case. The last time we all saw Madame Yin was in this dining hall. Soon afterwards, she left the dining hall alone and returned to her cabin to rest. Then, the power outage took place, causing Afu to trip over Madame Yin's body. Finally, power was restored, Miss Yin Chu discovered the body and cried for help. Now I would like everyone to talk about What you've been through from after Madame Yin left the dining hall to when the power was restored.
Group testimony. Look at this normal group of people. I told Mr. Shen that before the power went out, I met with Yin Zhou once. My chest felt stuffy after the game, so I went back to my room to take my asthma medication. Then Yin Zhou ended up asked me to teach her poker, but I refused because I wasn't feeling well.
Is there anyone who can testify to what you said?
Yes, there is. Afu came by saying he wanted to take some tool from his cabinet.
Yeah, it really does look like that, huh?
After Afu left, I went to the bow of the ship for some air. Lian Xin can testify for me. I felt better after a while, then as I was about to return to my cabin, the power went out. It was really dark. I was alone and scared, so I went to the cockpit to find Lian Xin. When power was restored, Lian Xin escorted me back to my room and we found Yin Zhou.
This is the sprite of a man who's not evil. Very well. Next, please. Before the power outage, I was preparing dinner in the dining hall until Elle came back. I brought Kanji to the shipmaster in Elle's place, then spoke with Yin Chu when I saw her. After I went back to the cockpit, I took over the helm for a bit, then the power went out. I was going to check it out, but Yin Chu came. She seemed scared, so I stayed with her instead. The rest is pretty much like what Yin Chu said, except I chased after Afu. It's hard not to suspect him when he looks so flustered, right? Very well. Next, Mr. Wu.
This is a lot to keep track of.
What's there for me to say? I was at the dining hall before and after the power outage. You two both know that already. Next. I don't know when Madame Yin left the dining hall. Before the power outage, I was at the helm. During which Elle came by and Lian Xin brought me Kanji. After the power outage, Miss Yin Chu came. She looked quite scared. She was in the cockpit until the power was restored. Then Lian Xin escorted her back to her room. And next.
I was working in the dining hall, and then Uncle Ling asked me to help in the engine room.
What did he need your help with?
He asked, why did she get British? He asked me to lend a hand while he repaired the joint of the condenser in the steam engine.
Please continue.
After that, Uncle Ling told me to look for old Hao, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Then the shipmaster made me go get his kanji, so I went back to the dining hall.
Oh, I forgot about that pie. Oh god.
From then on, I was with Mr. Joseph and Mr. Shen the whole time.
Alright, last but not least, Afu.
Please don't be suspicious, bestie boy. He's about to be real suspicious. Oh my. They forgot to do this in the previous scene, so I think I'm just gonna stop doing it because it's harder to understand. But they didn't write his lisp in the last scene, so.
Is it finally my turn to speak? I've been wanting to speak so badly.
Seems like Afu's tongue isn't that sharp yet.
Can you all understand my testimony? There we go. Speak slowly. I will listen carefully. I was experimenting with my new invention, the vacuum glove box. What?
I needed a vernier's caliper, but it's in Madame Yin's room, so I went to get it.
I remember Madame Yin was smiling while holding poker cards. Yin Chu looked unhappy. After getting what I needed, I went back to experimenting.
Suddenly the power went out. Wait, why is he making a vacuum seal? What? Why are you making this? Why are you making a vacuum glove box? Why do you need this? I messed up and got my hand stuck.
So I had to go get more tools from that room.
还是在屋里
Did you
又待
leave
了一
right
阵子
away, or did you stay in your room for a while? I guess right away. I had a kerosene lamp close by, so I picked it up and left.
走出
I
门
just
进
walked
门
out the door when I saw a figure run out from the room towards Shabao.
朝前跑了。
你有没有
Did you
看
get a
清那
good
人
look
是
at
谁
who that person was? It was too foggy. All I can be sure of was I saw a figure.
当时我
I
没
didn't
多想
think too much about it and went inside.
再往
You know
后
what happened
是
after.
很好，
Very well. Everyone's testimonies just now were extremely detailed.
接下来
Now, I'll leave it to
就交给
Joel.
众了
I'm fucked. I'm so tired. But let's, I guess, try.
But gentlemen, the way I see it, everyone here has that alibi you speak of. No, there's a contradiction between one of the first 5 testimonies and that of Afu's.
Okay. Literally, sir. You're so right.
我调试
I
发
needed
点
a
需要
vernier
一个
caliper,
游
but
标
it's
卡
in
尺
Madame Yinson's
但它
room,
在
so I
阴
went
森
to
的
get
房
it.
里我就去取，我记得拿到卡，我
I think it's this one. Because First Mate Wu said that it was, I think, after the power came back on. So this should be wrong. Once the power was on, I walked her back to her room. I think that's it.
说，这两句
Oh,
正面
fuck, no.
不，是我。
Shit. I do think that's it, though. No, because she ran out from the... No, I am wrong. Okay. Sorry, let's go, I guess, point by point. This one shouldn't have any contradictions. It feels like it's this one, but I don't know where it is. But it's not this guy, so... Maybe it is Yinshu, because then it's that she left. Yeah, it is. Okay, great.
阿福的证言
Afu's statement
与引珠姑娘的证言之
contradicts
间
with that of Miss
存在矛盾
Yinshu.
Sorry, I'm moving my mic around. If it sounds really bad, let me know.
我吗？
Mine?
还是说
Are you saying I said something wrong?
停电发生时
During the power outage,
阿福
Afu
看见
saw a
一个人
figure
影
run
从
from
林客人的房间出
from
来
Madame Yin's
朝向
room
船头
towards
的
the
方向
bow.
而当时
And yet, even though you were at the bow, Miss
引珠姑娘
Yinshu, you did not see
却没有
anyone.
见到任何人
可能是天
Maybe
太黑
because it was too dark
很大，
and
没
foggy.
看见。
That's why I didn't see them.
船甲板是
It's
木
a
质的
wooden deck. If someone ran towards the bow, you would have heard footsteps.
应该。银珠小
Did
姐
you
可曾
hear
听
any
到
Miss Yinshu?
可能
Maybe
是这样吧。
that's the case.
小妹啊，你
Yinshu, you're sounding a little guilty.
我当时太害怕
I was too scared at the time, so I didn't notice.
两位先生，我知道是怎么回事了。
Gentlemen, I know what's going on.
说说看，
Go on then. I don't know what's going on.
还有一个细节，
Actually, there's a detail I forgot to say.
Afu, for the love of God.
我看到那个
The
人
figure I saw left Madame Yin's room and went inside another room.
会不会
Maybe
是
Yinshu
凶手
didn't
躲在
see
背
them
后的
because
房
they
间
hid inside
所
Mr.
以
Joseph's
我
room?
沈大哥，
Literally.
有人闯进屋头
Mr.
偷
Shen, didn't you notice someone breaking into your room to steal something?
会不会
Could
就
it
是
be
凶
the
手啊
murderer? That could be possible.
不过，
However, only a bottle of red wine is missing. I wonder why the murderer would
不
steal
知道
it.
凶手
Wanted to get drunk.
暂时得不出结论也没
It's
关系。
okay if we can't draw a conclusion for now.
我们先进行第2阶段的询问。
Let's begin the second round of inquiry.
诸位最后一次见到老林，也是在这个餐厅中。
Yeah, the last time we all saw old Ling was also in the dining
不
hall.
久前，
Not long
就
ago,
发现
John
他被
discovered
人
that he had been
刺死
stabbed
在
to
轮机室
death in the engine room.
杀害
The
他的
weapon
凶
that
器
killed him
正
was
是
the
殷夫
hairpin
人头
Yin
上的
Cho
发簪。
wore on her head.
考虑到
Since
调
the
查殷夫
hairpin
人
had
的
yet
命案现
to be
场时，
stolen during the
发簪还没有
investigations
被
of
偷
Madame
走
Yin's murder scene.
初步判断老林
Preliminary
的死
assessment
亡时
shows
间
that old
在殷
Ying's
夫人
time
遇
of
害后
death
不久。
was shortly after Madame Yin's.
接下来就
Now,
请诸位
I
说
would
一
like
说
everyone to talk about
离开殷夫
what
人
you've
死
been
亡
through
现场之
after
后的经
leaving
历。
Madame Yin's murder scene.
那件事之
After
后
the incident,
三哥送
Lian
阿
Xin
福回
brought
房
Afu
休
and
息
me back to the cabin to rest.
阿福状态不
Afu
是
didn't
很
seem
好
well, so I
我
brought
给
some
他拿了些
pastries and
糕
cleaned
点
the bottle out of his
厨房
hands.
台
I love that
把
he
东西
managed to
擦
eat
干净
pastries with a dislocated bone in his jaw.
之后
Then I spent some time trying to remove the box from Afu's hand.
刚解开没多
Not
久，
long after Mr. Shen and Elle arrived.
沈先生
After
走
Mr.
后
Shen left, Afu and I stayed put until Shipmaster Lo assembled us.
很好，
Very well, next please.
我把引
After I helped
引
Yin Chu and Afu settle down, I reported it to the shipmaster at the cockpit.
沈先生和
Mr.
小
Shen
恩
and
的
Elle
肇
came
事
to investigate. We all saw how Chu's body fall down.
船长出
I
去
took
查
over the helm while the shipmaster went out to assess the situation.
那一个人在
You were alone in the cockpit for so long. Is there anyone who can prove it?
你没能和船
Isn't
一
the
起翻
fact
到
that the
水
ship
里
didn't
为你
overturn and feed you to the Luang King the best proof? You can't say that word on a ship. It's bad luck. Bad luck, I tell you.
哪个字？
Which word? Overturn? Why just say it again? Take it back, or else it's a bad omen.
够了，
Enough, Mr. Wooteman. It's your turn to testify. Hold on, I need a drink.
二位大人，
Not that one.
我就不用说了。
Gentlemen, there's nothing for me to say, right?
怎么？
What? Feeling guilty?
唏嘘，
Guilty? Your big brother's the least guilty person on this ship.
That's like a normal thing to say. That's like a really normal thing to say.
Ever since I left the room, I've been reciting scriptures on deck to keep the ship safe. Everyone on board has seen and understands my hard work and dedication. Except you, Lian Xin.
够了。
That's enough. Next.
你们调查
While you were investigating Madame Yin's death, I was at the helm.
好久尸体掉下来
After Ao Chu's body fell, I realized we were in danger and asked Lian Xin to take over.
沈先
While
生
Mr.
和
Shen
贝
and
先
Mr.
生
Joseph
检查
were
后
examining
遗
Hao
体
Chu's body, I was by their side.
之后
Then Mr. Joseph asked many questions about Hao Chu and made me bring him to the cockpit.
就让我们发现
When no
车
one
中
responded
迟
to
迟
the
没有
engine
应答
telegraph, we
并
went to
贝
the
先生
engine room
一同
together.
去了轮机室。赶到
When
时
we arrived, Mr. Shen and Elle were already there.
很好。
Very
请到
well.
下一位。
Next, please.
我一直
I've
跟
been with
沈
Mr.
他
Shen the
在一起
entire time.
我们几乎
We
把
pretty
整
much
艘
went
船
to
都跑
every
了一
single
遍
place on the ship. Alright, now the last one.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was fast forwarding. Sorry.
After leaving the murder scene, I was resting inside the room. It was super quiet. I was feeling dizzy and wanted to sleep. But someone kept reciting scriptures and it wasn't that loud, but it was so annoying. Thank goodness Jinshu took care of me and helped me take the vacuum glove box off. Then the detective came in, fixed my tongue, and told us not to go outside.
出门。
很好。
Very well.
现在
Now, everyone has provided new statements.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, is there anything wrong with the statements this time?
可有问题？
Not pulling into our hotel parking lot.
并不是所有
Rip.
人
Not everyone has explained everything they've been through fully.
有一个人的
One person's description does not match the situation I saw during
并不一
investigations.
致。
I I want to save because I don't think I'm going to get this right because I already, like, forget. It's not Afu, and I don't think it's her. It can't be... Elle was with us, I think, the entire time. Oh, we're doing like a group testimony situation to compare alibis.
The person who did not explain everything fully was you, Mr. Timon.
Taemon? I don't know.
Master Wu, you said you were praying for blessings on the deck the entire time, but Mr. Shen and I didn't see you on the deck when we headed towards the cockpit. A lot of preparations need to be done to pray to the Luang King for blessings. All the different gods need different offerings. There's no point in explaining it to you.
Me too, man.
I was busy with this and that on the deck. Maybe we missed each other. If Wu Taman was on the deck the entire time, what does the appearance of this item mean?
What does the appearance of this item mean?
Mr. Timon, have you ever noticed that a copper coin is missing from your sword?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. This copper coin must have helped me dodge a bullet. Coincidence. Coincidentally, I found the missing copper coin. I now return it to you. You have my thanks. What's more coincidental is that I found it inside my cabin. Mr. Demon, how do you explain this? Well, that's... Temin, you're not the murderer that Afu saw enter Mr. Shen's room, are you? Wu Lianxin, you ungrateful brat! Don't you sling mud at me!
I thought his sword was made of beads. No, that's so valid. I think it was just the only thing that I thought, well, like, what appeared. And a lot of the things were repetitive or had already been there, so that's kind of the only thing I had. I didn't realize that was made of coins.
I remember the copper coin was still on your sword when we investigated Madame Yin's room. At the moment, I believe that you were not the person Afu saw. However, you spout you sneaking into my room. I need a reasonable explanation from you. After Yin Zhou's incident, I did go into Mr. Shen's room, but I only did it for the safety of everyone aboard. A Taoist priest told me that we needed to prepare 6 bags of pork for the Luang King. But there wasn't enough on this ship, so I had no choice but to mix in some pig ears and snout. I didn't want to risk angering the Luang King, so I borrowed the wine from your cabin. To be honest, I needed a top-quality aged wine. Using this foreign wine made me nervous. Well, these offerings now.
Over the side of the ship. Sorry about your wine.
I split them into 3 yin and 3 yang bags, then threw them all one by one into the river. What? You threw all the pork I stored into the water? And my red Bordeaux?
This is what you're mad about.
How much did those things cost? I'll pay you. You can't. I was going to tell you, but you all seemed busy. Wu Taman should be telling the truth now. I saw him throw the offerings into the water.
How did he say it? bored.
的是真话。
If Wu Tenmin is telling the truth, then a contradiction exists in these statements. Ah, fuck. Okay.
Is it Afu? No one else is talking about anything related. I'm not like firing all cylinders, so I like memories. Actually, log. I mean, I guess, because all he's saying is he stole wine and then started doing the bags. This doesn't feel right, but... Nope, it is right.
阿福，
Afu, did you hear anything else besides the sound of someone reciting scriptures?
没有的。
Nothing else?
王爷
That
面前
sound
上
alone was enough to
说
make me
了
dizzy.
不辣
确定没有
Are？you sure?
是的
I'm sure.
如果你如此
If you
在
were
意
so
门外的
focused
声
on the
音
noise outside your door,
就
you
不
must
应该
have
注意
also
不到。
heard
吴先
the
生
sound
在
of
祭
Mr.
品一旦
Wu
他透
tossing
露
the
什么
bags
声
of
音
offerings and his
以及他
shouting.
抛祭品前的喊话声。
一代小崽子
Oh, I just assumed that, like, was part of it. Didn't he say he was... Wait, what did he actually say? Oh, he just said reciting scriptures. Okay.
那些声音明明更加
Those
吵闹
sounds should have been more raucous, whatever. That's true. However, I really didn't hear the sounds that you speak of, Detective.
我
阿福哥，
Afu? How could this be? Because we heard them.
当时
Maybe it was because I
可能是
fell asleep?
听阿福的描述，
According to
应
Alpha's
该是晕
description,
血后的昏
he
迷。
must have fallen into unconsciousness due to the vasovagal syncope. Whatever that is.
阿福，
Afu, your
你在
testimony
昏
won't
迷
be
状态
taken into
下的证言
consideration.
不会被
But
采
this
纳
is crucial information.
周，
John,
你
you know what that
如果阿
means.
福当时处于
If
昏
Afu
睡
was
中，
unconscious within the time Madame Yin and Old Ling were murdered,
在因何
someone
人都无法提供
is unable to
确切的
provide
不在
a
场证明。
reliable alibi.
Ah, thank you. Who else is on here? Anyone fun? Hell yeah!
那个人就是
That person,
德满兄。
it was you, Mr. Temin, the Luang King you worshipped. The Luang King? It's really the Luang King come to claim lives?
I have to do the go joke once. You know this.
在开玩笑吧？
Mr. Shen, are you kidding?
周，
John, this theory. It's quite intriguing. Please elaborate.
说说看。
Please keep wasting our fucking time.
从一开始，
From the beginning, we all assumed the murder was among us.
但从现场
But
情况
based on the crime scene, none of us sitting here had the means or chance to commit the crime. Sorry, I'm moving around my mic again.
切洛克
Holmes once said, exclude the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, is the truth. Indeed, it's Luang's King's wrath. What should we do now?
不必担心。
Don't worry, the Luang King is dead.
Woo! 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 What?
本案的第
The
三
third
名受害
victim of this case was the Luang
正是
King.
龙王
What?
You mean Hao Chu?
好久确实噎死。
Hao Chu's death was due to choking is unrelated to this case.
今晚有一名
Tonight
记者
there was a
被
oh,
误
the
受害者
porpoise. Tonight there was a victim we all overlooked.
No gods, no masters.
Is there someone on this ship that I don't know about?
You mean the porpoise, Mr. Shen?
相婆，
正是。
Exactly. I understand now. It must be because of the pig ear and snout I offered. The Luang King's spirit enjoyed the offerings, leaving its true form unprotected, and got hit!
撞了个正着。
Poor porpoise. No, Luang King. Its mouth even twisted from the impact.
John, this is stunning. This can't be your actual conclusion, can
结
it?
论吧。
这便是
It's the most reasonable conclusion
最合理的结论。
I can think of.
John is just like, this is John. This is John, not Shen. This right here, I think every time that I do a joke ending, that's John, not Shen. You know?
既然罗王
Since the Luang King has passed away, may he rest in peace. I must go to the bow and chant sutras and perform rites for the Luang King to ensure our safety.
John's going to jail again. Fortunately, Master Wu protected us.
我去送
I'll go perform rites for Master Wu.
既然如
Since
此，
that's the case, let's sit back and observe for now.
Up! Wu Timen died during the Luang King's ritual, leading Shen Chongping to abandon his detective career out of guilt. The John and him fucked around and he got that Boston urge. Yeah. That Boston urge to just, I don't know, fuck around.
都无法提供确切的不在
Anyway, it is girly pop. The women of this game are generally
都无
like
法提供确切不在场证明的人
struggling.
就是你。
There's been a few. It's fine. Ace Attorney, like, actually, Sarah, it's so, like, please. I read, and then there were none this year, last year, whenever the fuck we read it. I think it was last year. This year? I don't know. We read it. And I was like, I really enjoyed it. It was so interesting. I thought it was just so interesting. I thought it was really interesting.
The person who was unable to provide a reliable alibi during
A train and someone trapped somewhere as we get killed off one by one. Like the fact that we have not had a train one in game. I understand we have one in anime. We need one in game. We need an in-game train murder. It's all I ask. In-game train murder. If we're gonna do AA7, if we are going to do AA7, train murder. Capcom. That's all I fucking ask, actually. Like, if we do get an AA7, train murder. Hello? Oh my god, bring Leighton back for me. There is still time for another versus, is all I'm saying. Like, there's still time. There's still time. Level 5 is back, so, like, come on!
The person who was unable to provide a reliable alibi during 2 critical time frames is you, Miss Yin Chu.
运出去。
Yin Chu?
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, could you two be mistaken? How could my sister possibly be the murderer?
如果
If
当时
Afu
阿
wasn't
根本
unconscious, this if
就意味着
that's wrong. If Afu was unconscious, this means that he cannot provide an alibi for Miss Yin Chu.
而在英国
When
的
Madame
律
Yin
法
was
实践当
murdered,
中
Yin Chu said she was alone at the bow of the ship.
除去
Other than her
有
brief
人
encounter with
出
Mr.
面
Lian Sin, no one can prove it. Does that mean everyone else is
他人都
innocent?
清清白白了。正，
John, please tell us how you came to this conclusion.
考虑到
Given
凶
the
手
murderer's
作案习惯的一致性
consistent modus operandi, especially the recurring mahjong cards. We can confirm that it is the same perpetrator committing these serial crimes. By confirming the alibis, we can rule out several suspects. In Hao Chu's case, we cannot rule out anyone because too many details are unconfirmed. Madame Yin was killed after she left the dining hall and before Afu entered the room.
Hope you're all paying attention. Was everyone watching?
We can rule out Wu Timen, Joseph Bell, Shen Chongping, who have remained in the dining room. Due to vasovagal syncope and other reasons, Afu has been proved innocent. Old Ling was murdered after Madame Yin's body was moved and before I entered the engine room. We can rule out L, who was with me the whole time, and Wu Lianxin, who was at the helm. Xin, not Xin. As well as Shipmaster Lo, who was with Lianxin half the time, and Joseph the other half. The only person who cannot be ruled out is Yin Chu.
Hi.
Yin Chu, you're not possessed by the Luo King, are you?
No, it wasn't me. I promise. I stayed inside the cabin the whole time. The sound of the offerings being tossed into the water, I heard it.
Miss Yin Chu, I must remind you. Hearing the sounds of offerings falling into the water cannot prove you were in the room. You could also hear that sound from outside of the room.
Then, what should I do?
There's no need to be overly nervous. Carefully recall the people, places and things that can provide you with an alibi.
Okay. Normal sprite.
Please, provide a more detailed account of your experiences before and after the power outage.
My chest felt stuffy after the game, so I hurried back to my room to take my asthma medication. Then Yin Zhou came asking me to teach her poker, but I refused because I wasn't feeling well. We were talking when Afu came by, saying he wanted to get a tool.
According to Afu, he said you looked unhappy. What happened?
That was because Yin Zhou messed up my suitcase, so I was upset.
I understand. Please continue.
After Afu left, I went to the bow of the ship for some air. I ran into Lianxin on his way to bring the shipmaster Kanji, and we spoke a few words. I felt better after a while. Then as I was about to return to my cabin, the power went out. I was alone and scared, so I went to the cockpit to find Lianxin.
Miss Yin Chu, from the bow to the cockpit, are you sure you did not meet anyone?
I didn't notice. It was really dark, without a single spark of light. All I wanted was to find Lianxin. Thankfully, he was in the cockpit with the shipmaster.
A contradiction exists between Miss Yin Chu's description and this piece of evidence.
Okay.
回屋后，二嫂让我教她玩扑克。说着话，阿福来了，说要取一件工具。阿福走后，我去船头透气。
Oh, I can question these. Okay, got it. Oh, no, I can't. Just kidding. Okay, this is just... Fuck.
回房时，突然停电了，我一个人很害怕。船头去驾驶室的路上很黑，一点光亮都没有，我没注意有没有其他人。我脑子也已经乱了，我只想着快点见到三哥。
I actually have no idea. So we're gonna save real quick. Okay, it's not the newspaper. Maybe it is not a spark of light. No, I don't think it's this. No, it doesn't. Like a fish needs a bicycle. Okay. Fuck me. Okay. This is not the time of night to be doing this. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses because I can't see. I hit them with my hand when I was adjusting them like a normal person. Okay. Fuck. Alright, so we've already used this coin, we can ignore it. The hairpin, we can, I think, ignore. I don't know. I'm so fucking stuck. I'm sorry. I was fine like cockpit. We don't have it. It's dark without a spark of light. That. Did I put it on the wrong one? Let me try this again. I don't think, no. Oh wait, yes it was. Okay, I think I just presented it on the wrong one last time. I thought I was presenting it on this one and I didn't, which... It's just so fucking typical, isn't it? Miss Yinchu, are you sure the surroundings were pitch black? Yes, I'm sure. You did not see a single spark of light at all. Yes, not a single spark. That is unreasonable. Afu was holding a kerosene lamp on the deck, and you were facing towards him. That's unfortunate for her. How could you have not seen a single spark of light? Yeah. But I really didn't see any light. Mr. Joseph, Mr. Shen, my sister has always been afraid of the dark. If she really saw light back then, she wouldn't have been so scared. Maybe she entered the cockpit at a different time than Afu leaving his room? Both Afu and Miss Yinchu changed their courses of action right after the power outage. But it's impossible for them to act at the exact same time, right? A slight time difference doesn't invalidate John's theory. Eyes are sensitive to light and darkness. Oh no, Hannah, I'm so sorry. Speaking of eyes that are sensitive to light and darkness.
Heavy fog tonight. The moon and stars are hidden by
都被
clouds.
云层遮蔽。停电
After
后
the
在
power
地上
outage,
一片
Afu's
漆黑
kerosene lamp should have been the only source of light on deck.
这种
In
情
this
况下
case, Miss Yin
即
Chu
使
would
住在
have
屋里
noticed the light when the
明
lamp
知
was
小姐也会注
inside
意
the
到
room.
窗户里透出的光才对。
那就是阿福
Then
在放
Afu must be lying.
我相信尹珠姐。
I believe Yin Chu isn't lying, but what I said is all the truth.
阿福说他举着煤油
Afu
灯
said
出
he
来
walked with a lamp
看到
and
一
saw
个人
someone
从
running
阴
towards the
房
bow.
间向船头跑去。而尹
Yet
珠
Miss
跟
Yin
我
Chu says she didn't see anyone or any light on her way to the cockpit.
没见到任何人。有没有可
Could
能
it be possible that they are both
两个
telling
人
the
说的
truth?
这部分话都是真话呢？
I want to save because I think that she's lying. But I'm not sure.
如果阿福看到的人是尹
If the
珠
person
姑
Afu saw was Miss Yin Chu,
而尹珠
then
不
Yin
是
Chu
从
went to
船
the
头
cockpit from Madame Yin's
而是
room
从
instead of
阴
the
风的
bow.
房间去的驾驶室。当时他背
She
对
had
着
her
阿
back
福
towards Afu, so
自然看不
naturally
到
she could not see the light.
尹珠姑
Miss
娘
Yin Chu, you left Madame Yin's room instead of the bow to go to the
你并不是从船头去
cockpit.
往驾驶室，所以你才
That is
没有
why
注
you
意
did not
到
notice
身
the
后的
light
煤
from
油
the
灯光
kerosene lamp behind you.
Oh, those were all the same fucking answer.
I.
在船头见过
After you
梁子
ran to into Lian Sin,
有较长的一段
there was a
时间
long period of time where you did not have an alibi.
你谎称
You
继续
lied
待
and
在
said you stayed at the bow, when in
实
fact
际
you
上再
returned to
次
your
返回了
cabin.
舱室。
The fog should have been glowing. Fair, fair.
殷夫人极有
It's
可
very
能就是
likely
在
that
这
you
段时
murdered
间
Madame Yin
被
during
你
this
杀害
time frame. No, that's not true.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, didn't Afu say he saw the murderer entering your room?
小妹可是
Yin
来
Chu
船
came to
上
the
试的呀
cockpit.
晚上误
With
打
all the fog at night, Afu could not tell which room Yin Chu
你
actually
住进了
entered.
是的
That's
呀
true.
闯入我们
Mr.
房间
Wu
盗
Temin
走
breaking into my
是
room
李
and
轩
steal
先生
wine was after Madame
而
Yin's
那是殷
incident.
夫人案发后的事了。除此之外，
Other than that, there were no
并没有发
traces
现
of a
第二
second
个人
person
逃脱的
breaking
痕
in.
迹。
就算阿福
Even if
看
that
到的
person
是小
saw
妹
Mafu saw it was Yin Chu, that doesn't mean she's the murderer.
有没有可能
Maybe all she did was go back to her room.
如果尹
If
珠
Yin
不是
Chu was
凶
not the murderer upon her return, she
手
would.
回屋必然会。尹珠离开
After
房
Yin
间
Chu
后
left the room,
紧
Afu
接着
entered right
阿福就进
after,
来了
finding
而
Madame
殷夫
Yin
人
dead.
已经遇害。若尹珠
If
不是
Yin
凶手
Chu was not the murderer, she must have already discovered the body.
为何却没
Why
有
did
马
she
上告诉
choose
罗
not to
盘
tell
长和梁
Shipmaster
心
Lo
呢
in Lianxin immediately?
尹珠姑娘，
Miss
这
Yin
是
Chu,
怎么回事
what's the meaning of this?
你来驾
Did
驶
you
舱
already
之前
discover the body
就已
before you
经
came to the
发现尸体
cockpit?
了吗？
Why are you stuttering? I don't know what to
刚
say.
才怎么讲了？
吴老爷，
Master Wu, stop scaring Yinchu. He's
都
speechless.
说不出来话了。先生，
Detective, I don't
我觉得
think
尹珠
Yinchu is a
太喜欢
bad
不像
person.
坏人你们说他
You
是
should
不
say
是
you say that she's the murderer. Then she needs motive, right?
他为什么
Why would she murder her own fifth daughter-in-law?
若要说动机
Speaking of motive, I'm afraid it is related to this item left at the crime scene. Shit.
I don't think it's this. I just want to know.
这
No, that's what I think.
我
Yeah, it did just... I forgot that was his. Okay, do we think left at the crime scene? Items related to the motive? I'm like at a loss. I'm sorry.
这个行
Oh,
李
okay,
箱
got it.
是尹珠
This is Yinchu's suitcase. She deliberately
他在离开
closed it
仓
before
房前
leaving the cabin.
还刻意关上了箱子，可见箱
Thus,
子
it
中
can
的
be
物
seen
品
that
对他而言
belongings in the suitcase are very
十分重要。
important to her.
那么
So, what does
尹
Yinchu
珠在意
care
的
about
是
the
箱
inside of
子
this
中的什么
suitcase?
呢？
No.
这
这里有一处压痕。
There's an indentation here. Something has been taken away.
这是桌上的
It's the
香水
perfume
瓶
bottle on the table.
之前
We've
已经调查
investigated this
过
before.
说
Oh god. Okay. Uh,
那么，
这副扑克
this
牌
deck of poker.
原本在
Well,
英
not
夫人
British. This deck of poker cards was originally in the hands of Madame Yin.
我记得当时
命案发生
Yet
后
after the murder
却出
occurred,
现
it
在了
appeared
行李箱里
inside the suitcase.
这应该是
Miss
你
Yin
和姑
Chu,
娘你
you
放
were the
进
one who
去的
placed them, correct?
你不希望
You
别
did
人
not
看
wish
到
for
这副
others to see this deck of poker
所以合
cards,
上了
so you
行李箱。
closed the suitcase.
这就有些儿戏了。
That's a bit of a joke. How could my sister kill someone over some poker cards?
我把牌带过来了，
I've brought the poker cards over.
Oh
牌
wait,
上有什么特别之处？
these are cheater cards. Hilarious.
If you look close enough, you'll discover
只要仔细看一下，
something out of the ordinary about these cards. Ooh.
Oh, I guess the pattern on the back. But also, these are cheating cards.
我想
I believe this piece of evidence will show everyone the true purpose of
这
this
副牌
deck of
真正的用
cards.
途
Have a hat pattern that we've seen somewhere before. Is this what they're talking about? It's like really hard to see. Okay, it's either... Wait, do we have that crumpled piece of paper? We don't. So it must be this, right?
这副扑克牌
These poker cards.
与
He's not
魔
British!
术团
These poker cards could be connected to the magic troupe on the newspaper clippings. No, that's not true. Don't spout nonsense.
报纸上
The
刊登的
beautiful
那个
magician
美女
featured in the
魔术师的手
newspaper is
上
holding a deck
就
of
拿着
poker
一副
cards
扑
in
克
her
牌
hand.
沈先
I
生
bet
当时
Mr.
没
Shen
怎么
wasn't
样
watched
魔术
that many Western magic performances.
几乎每
Almost
个魔术
every
团都有
magic
扑克
troupe
有
has a
关
show related to poker. Have you played Apollo Justice?
周，
Joel,
You
the
should
evidence you
have
need must be
told
related
them
specifically to the
poker
poker cards in the suitcase.
说我，
Allow me to reconsider. Oh, fuck.
Shit, okay.
我想这
Ah,
件真理会
fuck.
告诉大家
The true purpose of these cards. Should I just start over for this section? We're losing help. Seems to have been seen somewhere else before. Okay, wait. The show true purpose. It's money, but like, right? Isn't this like money? It's for cheating. It's for cheating.
The
The key lies in the pattern on the back of the cards. It's the symbol of the Shanghai's famous magic organization, the Unique Magic Troupe.
That is a lame ass name.
我说怎么
I knew it. It looked kind of familiar.
前段时间我还看
I
过他们
watched one of their
一场
shows
新
called
闻报道
Telepathy a while ago. Tickets sold out easily. What did that actually say?
Oh, the way I didn't even see it up there. I'm sure someone was screaming at me.
那个墨雨
When that
细胞
magic
已经有
Unique
一些
Mo
魔
was
术的手
magician
然后就是
Unique Mo was performing telepathy, he was using cards just like these.
良心兄好
Good
记性
memory, Mr. Leon Xin.
可是
But what does this magic organization have to do with the homicide cases on board?
难道魔术组织只是个幌子？实际上，
Unless magic organization is just a cover and they're actually... This is why you can't trust a magic troupe in a mystery game. Like, stop trusting magicians. Pirates!
还真有可能。
That's possible?
毕竟除了
Other than that, Yin, the Thoker,
遇害的还有轮
Yao
机
Ling,
构
and shipmate Hao Chu were also killed.
引出血
There's
没
no
道理杀他
reason
们
for Yin Chu to kill them.
引出姑娘的
Miss
动
Yin
机，
Chu's motive may relate to
也
this
许与这
evidence.
份证据有关。
Okay, let's save again because we are down on health. Wait, okay, motive may relate to...
引出的作案动机，
龙王妙碎，引出关。
我指的不是这。
Oh wait, maybe I was skipping it because I wasn't sure if it was right, but...
Yin Chu's motive for committing this crime is hidden in this newspaper. Legends of the Luang King Temple? I knew Yin Chu was possessed. I'm not referring to this news report.
难道
Could the detective be pointing at the symbol of the magic troupe next to it?
正是
Precisely. Oh, that's not what...
是
That's just an ad.
容我
Shit, I thought that he was gonna say, like, I think we're trying to get to money problems. But I don't know how to get there.
引出姑娘的动机，
Okay. Oh, fuck. It auto-saved. Okay. That's what happened. Load from here.
Okay, 引出姑娘的动机
Okay, there we go. Oh, the financial crisis?
若要说动机，
Okay, there we go.
恐怕
Speaking
还
of
是与
motives,
钱
I am afraid money is still involved.
I'm trying to finish this case. I'm so sorry. No, that's not true.
My sister has always been well provided for, and our father left her a large sum of money. Huge, large, yeah.
他不可能
There's
为
no
了
way
钱
she would kill someone for money.
如果他有
What
可
if
能
she
会
could
失去
lose
这
her
笔
right
钱
to inheritance?
什么意思啊？
What do you mean?
引出姑娘自己
Indeed, Miss Yin Chu may not need the money,
但与其魔术
but
团
the
却需要
unique magic troupe does.
这是一份
This
在
is a
老林
newspaper
床边找到的
clipping
情报
found next to Old Ling's bed.
魔术团
The
出
magic
现财
troupe
务危
faces
机，
crippling financial
获胜之
crisis.
旅
Shanghai
成
trip
绝唱
becomes swan song.
魔术表演
The
所用
props
之
used
道
in
具
magic
鲜有
performances
怪
are
状
rarely given to outsiders.
与其魔术团的
Since the
扑克牌
poker cards used by
既然
unique
出
magic
现在
troupe
引
are
出
appeared
身边
next to Yin Chu.
说明魔术团
This
与他
indicates
之
that
间
she has a rather
存
close
在较为密切
connection
的
with
联
those
系
with the magic troupe.
而魔术
Now,
团有
the
深陷
magic
财
troupe
务
is
危
in
机，
financial crisis and in
急需
need of
资金注入
funds.
不是
No way! Father never liked these Westerner things. You can't spend our family money on this. Yin Chu, you better shape up.
自为违反
Those who violate family rules will be deprived of their inheritance rights.
权的呢
Well, she might have murdered 3 people.
我推测，
I speculate that the conflict between Madame Yin and Yin Chu may have originated from this.
在阿福所
The
见的
conversation
发
Afu
生的
witnessed
对
was
话
not about
应
poker,
该不是关于
but about the inheritance.
而是
It's obvious Yin Zhou, I keep saying that wrong, I'm so sorry, was after Yin Chu's cut.
沈先生，
Mr. Shay, what about Old Ling and Hao Chu? How do they fit in?
老林曾是
Old
吴家的
Ling
家
used to be
丁
the guard of the Wus. I
我
found
刚
the
才出示的
newspaper
简报
clippings next to
是
his
在他
bed.
床边找的。他看
He
起来很
seemed
关注胡家
concerned
人的
with how the
动机
Wus were doing lately,
而且
and he
他
was
也
in need
需
of
要
money.
不要再讲了。
Say no more.
也许老林与殷夫人在这件事上
Perhaps
存
Old
在某
Ling
种
and
合
Madame
谋
Yin conspired together and
也许老
threatened Yin
林
Chu.
我确实
I've seen Uncle Ling speaking with Yin Chu in private before.
至于豪
As
子，
for Hao Chu, we
暂时
still
还不
cannot
能完全
confirm the
确定
cause
他
of
的
his
死因
death.
因此，
Therefore, I have yet to
我还没有
make
一个确切的
a
结论。
definite conclusion.
也许是一起
Perhaps
被
he
利
was
用
an
的意外
accident
事
that could be used, or a
也许是
witness
一
that
个
was
被灭口的
silenced.
证人。
那我们每个人
What
身上
about the
找到的
mahjong
标
cards
配
each of us
就是
found in
不
our
是
person?
其他
The
人
rest of us have nothing to do with this. Now we do.
我猜，
I presume the mahjong cards were a cover to create the facade of a
目的是
legendary
营造
murder.
传说杀人的假象。
It would be easier for the murderer to get away if everyone had fallen into chaos. The actual targets should be the 3 people who have already been murdered. Joel, do you have any basis for your deduction, other than they sound nice? The mahjong cards were placed next to the victims after their deaths. Everyone else's card was found on their person. But how did Yin-Chu put the cards on us? It should not be difficult for Miss Yin-Chu to place the cards on each of us. Are you saying my sister practices magic? It's bad luck to even talk about something vulgar like that. How dare her learn sleight of hand? There's no way the Wu family could be connected with magic and witchcraft. The way I see it, all these bad things happening on board are cursed from that magic trick.
Shut your mouth! I like how she stands up because he's like, actually, I think magic is evil. And she's like, don't say that about my love for the craft! I wanted to talk about it a long time ago. It's not a big deal! I'm a member of the unique magic troupe. I go by the stage name Julia. My boyfriend is Unique Mo, the magician.
Julia, you mean Unique Sexy Assistant? We gotta leave!
That's right, it's me, your sister, so don't be fucking weird.
You, as a lady from a respectable family, you make a fool of yourselves dressed like that. Also, what do you mean by boyfriend? Without parental permission or a matchmaker, you went and eloped on your own?
Judging her taste with that stage name her boyfriend has? Yeah, like, come on, girl.
The
woman's world has long advocated for freedom of marriage and love.
Shut up! Where did you learn that filth? You're making father turn in his grave.
Father told me that he sent me to study abroad because he didn't want me to be trapped. He said that I should broaden my horizons and see the world, and I saw fucking card tricks. I saw card tricks. I saw, like, when they pull out the handkerchiefs and they just keep coming out. I've seen rabbits pulled out of hats. I've seen doves out of pockets and sleeves.
I don't know what honeyed words you said to make father leave you so much money. But you violated family rules as an immoral and indecent woman. You lose inheritance rights. Master Wu, everything you just said cannot even be compared to magic. That is what I truly love, what I pursue as a career. I enjoy the spotlight, the stage, the amazed looks on the faces of the audience. I also have a group of friends who share my dream. For them, I'm willing to give up everything.
Wow.
Okay, well, once we get home, I'll immediately call for a family meeting. You won't be getting a single penny. Enough.
Joseph is like, 3 people are dead. Can we focus?
Whether or not Miss Yin-Chu has inheritance rights are in the internal affairs of the Wus. But tonight, in this dining hall, there's a serial homicide case that needs to be solved. Therefore, Miss Yin-Chu, are you willing to honestly disclose what you've been through?
Fine. Okay.
二嫂确实私自翻我的箱子，还翻出了扑克牌。我想要回来，她不肯。
Sarah, do you remember how much of this is left? I'm gonna read her testimony while you answer. If you don't, do not worry, it's so fine. Yin Zhou went through my suitcase and took out my poker cards, so we argued. When I asked for the cards back, she refused and told me to leave.
我在船头待了一阵，觉得不好
No worries.
就去找她。
I stayed at the bow of the ship for a while, then went back only to find her dead.
她手上
My
攥着我的
cards
牌
were in her
地上
hands
也有
and all over the
她
floor,
捡不清。
so I put them away to avoid trouble.
以上就是我
That's
付出的
that's
全
all
部
I can say. I won't go into detail about the things I've already talked about.
沈先生
I
说的
don't
那
know
些事
anything about what Mr. Shen said either.
So you're saying you don't admit you're the murderer?
人
I wasn't the one who killed her.
周，
John,
虽
although
然你
your
的推理
reasoning can
能
be
自圆其
justified,
说，但目前确实没有明确的证据能证明尹珠小姐是凶手。
there's indeed no clear evidence to prove that Miss Yin Chu is the murderer.
尹珠姑娘，
Miss Yin Chu, may I ask you a few more questions?
你讲，
Go on.
停电的那一瞬间，
What were you doing at the moment of the power outage occurred?
书牌。
Putting away the
三
cards and closing the suitcase.
若不是停
If
电
it weren't for the power
我会注意
outage,
不到一
I
角。
would have definitely noticed her sleeve.
尹珠姑娘，
Miss Yin Chu?
可以
Yeah,
再请
whatever.
教。
你讲，
有个问题，
There's a question you have never
你始终没有正
given
面回答。
direct answer to.
你既然
If
发
you
现殷夫人
realized
死
Madame Yin is dead,
为何不
why
第一
did
时
you
间
not
说呢？
report it immediately?
我当时确
At
实
the
被吓
time,
到
I really was scared
但是我没
senseless,
想好该如
and I
何
didn't know
做
how to handle the situation.
初次见到
When you
尸体
first
时
discovered the body, you were
你
shocked,
很
but you
震惊
remained silent.
却不动声。第二次跟
Yet
梁
you
生
screamed
重
out
聚
in
时
fear when you saw it the second
反倒
time
被吓得
with
尖叫。
Lian Xin. Why is that?
会因为
The
这
girl
种
who
事
would
情
scream
尖
at a
叫
sight like that
才是
is the
三
Wu
个认
Yin
识的
Chu
吴
that
彦祖
Lian Xin knew.
尹珠姑娘，可以
你讲，
箱子里的
Were
马
you the
吊
one who
牌
placed the mahjong card
是
inside the
尹珠姑娘留
suitcase,
下
Miss
的
Yin Chu?
如果我回答
If
是，
my answer is yes,
沈先生
how
会
would
如
you
何推理
reason, Mr. Shen?
这取决于你
It
说的
depends
其
on
他
what
内
else you say.
所以
So, is that your final
这是
answer?
沈先生来
You
判
can be
断
the judge of that, Mr. Shen. He's like, fuck.
沈大哥，
Mr. Shen, why don't you take a break?
先休息一下。
After all this talk, the two
聊了那么
gentlemen
久
should
啊
have a
是
rest.
的，我同
I
意。
agree. Work
Well,
hard,
you-
play hard. 3 people are dead, bestie. If the 2 of you are resting, what do we do when Yin Chu goes crazy and hurts someone again?
吴老爷，
Master Wu, Mr. Shen already said that Miss Yin Chu won't hurt anyone anymore.
要不还是
Maybe it's best that we tie her up first.
吴德满，你什么意思？
What do you mean by that, Wu Tamen?
我这也是
I'm
为了
only
大
looking
家的
out for
安全
everyone's
嘛
safety. What do you say, Shipmaster Lo? Well, it is necessary to take
解释是必要
precautions.
的。
随便。
Do what you must.
委屈尹珠姑
I'm
娘
sorry,
了
Miss Yinju. We don't have a choice.
小人，
Snob. Snob? She smoke bombs out of the ropes. She's Harry Houdini.
On the bow deck of the ship over 10 minutes later,
这江上的雾
The
气
fog over the
一
river
时
doesn't
半
seem
刻
like
还
it'll
散不了
clear anytime soon.
眼下又
Now
是
that
人
we're
手
short-handed, we'll have to wait
怕
until
是得
tomorrow
等
to
到天
continue
明
on our
路
way.
散
无妨。
Of course.
Fine,
Safety
Chinese.
is of utmost importance.
快到子
It's
夜了
almost midnight.
You
You
go
and
wait
Mr.
till
Joseph
you
should go
finish
rest
this
and carry on the
Yin Chen 带上你的
interrogations
事
tomorrow.
有良心
With
和
Lian
小
Xin
额
and
看着
Elle
你
keeping an eye on Yin Chu,
不会出
nothing
问
can
题
go wrong. That is a bold statement. Bold statement.
nothing can go wrong? Nothing? I don't...
吴老爷，
Master Wu, there really isn't anything else on the ship that can be used as offerings.
魏先生，沈大哥
Mr. Joseph,
你
Mr.
们快
Shen,
劝劝吴老爷吧。
please talk some sense into Master Wu.
他又要拿
He's
出
going to
来
feed our
说
food to
了
the fishes again.
不知德满兄
Which celestial
这是
being
拜
are
的
you
哪路
worshipping,
神仙
Mr. Temin?
我跟你们
I'm
讲
telling you, Yin Chu must have been bewitched to be able to do such a thing. I need to beg the Luang King underwater to give her a way out.
小娥，
Elle, Lian Xin stocked up on some sardines to make stargazy pie.
你可以
You
去找
could
他
go
要来
ask him to
给
give
吴
some
先
to
生
Mr. Wu.
魏先生，
Mr. Joseph.
快去吧。
Go on then. I knew I could rely on Mr. Joseph to be reasonable and fair.
对了，
By the
吴
way,
先生
Mr. Wu, we
尹
need to
珠小
preserve
姐的
Miss
行
Yin
李
Chu's
箱
suitcase
是
as
需要
evidence.
留存的证物。但
As
箱
for
子
the
里有
money
些
and Yin
钱
Chu's
财
personal
还有
belongings
尹珠的
inside
个
the
人物
suitcase.
品
I'll handle it.
那些东西
After all,
跟
those
钱
things
比
ultimately belong to the
不
Wu
都是我
family.
家的吗
Well, in terms of
证物
evidence,
方
we will
面
need the
需
suitcase
要
and
留下
poker
行李箱
cards.
和扑克牌。
Of course, no problem. What was that?
差点忘了，
I almost forgot. We
还有
also
放在
need the
尹珠
mahjong
行李
card
箱
in
里的
Yin
那
Chu's
张马
suitcase,
吊
the
牌
eight of
8万
characters.
there he
箱子里的马
was.
吊牌是影州姑娘你留下的吗？
I liked the little shot of other him.
如果我回答是，谁先？
No,
不对，
this can't be.
看来有人陷入了
Hey!
Looks like someone's caught in a misconception.
我忽略了，
I overlooked the
行
fact
李箱
that
是影州的
the suitcase belongs to Yin Chu.
8万，
The 8 of
应该出
characters
现在那里。
shouldn't have appeared there.
但事实如此，
But such are the facts.
为什么？
Why? Ooh.
He cuts to him in Shen's head, and he's singing show tunes.
这张8
The
万，
8 of characters was placed into the suitcase along with the poker cards.
而其他
Yet all the
马吊
other mahjong cards were
都出现在
located
尸体旁的
conspicuously
显眼
next to the
位置
bodies.
为什么会出
What's
现
the
这种
reason for such an occurrence?
有可
It
能是
could be
影州
that
在
the
收拾
power
扑
went
克
out
的
when
时候
Yin Chu was putting away the
遇上
poker cards.
无意间
She
将
packed the
马
mahjong
吊
card
跟
along with the
扑克
poker
牌一起
cards into the
收进了
suitcase
行李
by
箱里
chance.
在现场
The
留下
person who
马吊
left
牌
the
的人
mahjong card at the scene of the crime wasn't her.
那显然
Beyond then, obviously,
在影州
someone
之
else
前
entered the room
还有
before
人进
Yin
过房
Chu.
间，那人才是凶手。
That person is the actual murderer.
约瑟，德满兄，快回餐厅！
Joseph, Mr. Tenman, back to the dining hall.
Yeah, no shit, bestie.
What's wrong?
我冤枉
I
你，
have wrongfully accused
真
Yin
凶
Chu.
人在逍遥
The
法
true
外。
culprit is still at large.
走。
Let's go.
Shen gathered everyone back to the dining hall and shared his deduction. Everyone's so mad at this guy. They're like
刚才
so
的分析
fucking
确实可以
tired.
排除引珠的嫌疑。
John, logically speaking, your analysis just now can indeed rule out Yin Chu as a suspect.
Yeah, Joseph was like, what fucking ever. It actually probably is because the power went out at like 10 o'clock. It was like 22:20 when power came back on. So it probably is like 2 in the fucking morning or later. It's really fucking late.
然而
Afu is still struggling
其
with
他所
like
有人的嫌疑
everything.
也都已经被排除
However, this also rules out everyone else as a suspect.
从逻辑上讲，
Logically speaking, every
现在
single
每个
person
人
now has a reason to
都有不
not
是
be
凶
the
手的理由。
murderer.
肯定有什么
There
地
must
方
be
被我们
something
忽略
that
了。
we have overlooked.
来吧，
Come on then,
我和
I'll
你
go
一
over
起
all
再
three
从头
cases
过一
with
遍
you
这三
from
家
the
案子。
top.
Oh, hi.
第一位死者。
Whoa,
婚姻
okay.
好久
Wow. I mean, you know.
The first victim, shipmate Hao Chiu,
Yeah, like, yeah, what the dance of deduction?
死于驾驶舱顶，
died above the cockpit. Cause of death, choked to death after becoming inebriated.
身边有一
There
个
was a
酒馆的
9 of characters mahjong card next to him.
梗死，可
Choking
能
to
是意
death
外
could have been
也可能
accident.
是毒杀。
Or a poisoning.
下一个，
Next,
第二位死者，
Madam Yin died in her cabin. Cause of death, pierced through the heart by a candlestick.
心脏被刺。他身边有
There
一
was
张
an
8万的
8 of characters mahjong card next to her.
丁夫人的尸体
After Madam Yin's
移到
body
回
was
原
moved to the
时候
crew cabin,
头上
the
的
hairpin
发
on
簪
her head was stolen,
并出现在下一个
then
任务上
appeared at the next crime scene.
第三位死者
Old Ling died in the engine room. Cause of death, pierced to the heart by a hairpin.
心脏被刺。他身边有一
There
张
was a
7万
7 of characters mahjong card next to him.
两人伤口
Based on the location and angle of the wound, we can confirm it was done by the same person.
可以确定是同一人所为。
发簪并不是利器，为什么一定要偷走它？
Are these-
那杀
wait.
人呢
I've been reading these just in Joseph's voice. Just ignore that. It's going back and forth. When they don't show a character, it's really easy for me to stop realizing that. So my bad.
A hairpin is not an efficient weapon. Why did they steal it and use it to commit murder?
这发簪
Perhaps there's something special about this hairpin.
And their voices are kind of soft, so don't worry about it.
先继续。
Continue on first.
除3位死者外，
Besides the 3 victims, 6 others also received mahjong cards. Wu Temen's card is the 6 of characters. He's most likely the murderer's next target. With L's 5, Yin Chu's 4, my 3, your 2, and Lian Xin's 1. There are 9 cards.
9 cards? 9 people? Interesting. Can we get one more 9 in there?
Wait a moment, Joseph. Something's out of place.
The order, the number, or the design?
The order of the cards is wrong.
Oh my god, they used his old picture for this. That's so funny.
Really? I don't believe so. Allow me to recollect. With L's 5, you'd choose 4, my 3, or 2.
等一等，约瑟，有个地方不对。
The design?
牌的数量有问
There's
题。
something wrong with the number of cards.
我们刚才打的马吊牌缺了8张。
We were missing 8 mahjong cards earlier.
不然你那张孤零零的9万啊，咱手里
You'd
头
still be
出不
stuck
去
with
呢
that 9 of characters.
吴家人打牌时，
The Wus were missing 8 cards when they were playing. Madame Yin had the 9 of characters.
凶手要
For
拿
the
走
murderer to take the 9 of
只能在阴夫人离
characters,
开后动
they had to wait until Madame Yin left.
那场停
The
电
power outage was done by that person specifically to steal that card,
也就是说
which means the murderer only had 8 cards at first, then stole the 9 of characters later.
明明可以一
This
次
could
完成
be
的事，
accomplished in
为什
one
么要
go.
分成2次？
Why did the murderer do it separately?
只有一种
There's only one possibility. During the crime, something outside the murderer's plan occurred.
比如
For instance, the discovery of Hao Chu's death.
正是如此。
Exactly.
那凶手为什
Why
么
did the
会
murderer
手里
insist on
其他
taking the 9 of
一定要
characters
拿
instead of
9
using a card at hand? The mahjong card corresponds to the order of deaths and serves as a countdown.
很可能
It is likely the murderer already placed a few cards when they discovered Hao Chu's body.
而豪爵的
The murderer
死
had to
事
steal the 9 of
明显早
characters
于
because Hao Chu died before
凶手才
Madame
不得
Yin.
不盗走9万。
既然凶手
Since the
这么
murderer is
强
so
调
intent
顺
on
序
emphasizing the
还不
order,
说
then actually indicates
顺序
there's something wrong with the order.
豪酒是最
Without a doubt, Hao Chu was the first to die.
但殷夫人
However,
老林的死
Madame Yin's time of death is very close to that of old Ling's.
即便是
Even after conducting an autopsy, it is difficult to determine the order.
是马吊牌告诉我们，
The mahjong cards told us that old Ling was murdered after Madame Yin.
这
Okay.
不只有马
John, it wasn't just the mahjong cards.
别忘了
Don't
杀
forget the
害老
murder
林的凶
weapon
器
used to
是
kill
金
old
子的
Ling
法
was
子
Madame Yin's hairpin.
殷夫人殒命时，
When Madame Yin died, you and I both saw that she was still wearing the hairpin on her head.
Is this a really long way of him telling me we fucked up our choice?
I noticed the hairpin. Oh wait. I noticed the hairpin was stolen after her body was moved to the crew cabin.
据吴德满
Wu
说，
Temin said that this hairpin is intricately crafted, and it is hard to buy one exactly like it.
凶手
The
好像
murderer
是
could have
在
only
案发
steal the
后
hairpin after the crime
再
and
杀害老
murder old Ling.
如果这是他
If
杀
this
人
was
计
part
划
of
中
their
的一
murder
环
plan, why not take it right after murdering Madame Yin?
这确实
That is indeed unusual.
不如
Let's re-examine the hairpin and see what's special
看
about
看
it.
它到底有什么特。
Up. Okay. Oh. Hello.
簪杆的末
The
端
tip of the hairpin is quite sharp. It has been deliberately sharpened.
上面还沾着
There's still blood from the victim on it.
簪头
The
是
end of the
一
hairpin
花
is
的
shaped
造
like a
型
flower with a grade
中间镶嵌一块
jade
央绿色的
with a green jade inlaid at the center.
流苏
There's a
链
white pendulous bead hanging on the tassel chain that seems to be some kind of jade.
有什么发
Any
现吗
discoveries, John?
这里与我
This
印象
detail
中
and a certain
正
piece of
之间
evidence in my memory seem to
似乎存在
contradict.
矛盾。
矛盾。
嗯，
有什么发现吗？
John,
这里与我印象中正之间
this detail and a certain piece of evidence in my memory seem to contradict.
I don't even know what this could be. The fuck? Well crafted, maybe? It looks cheap.
约瑟，
Joseph, if I remember correctly,
殷夫人所
when
在
the
法则的
tassel of
流
Madame
苏
Yin's
本身就做的
hairpin
是
hangs to the right,
花蕊的翡
the
翠
jade
是朝前的，
stamen faces forward. Oh,
但这根发簪
that
正
this
好相
hairpin
反
is exactly the opposite.
它不是殷夫
This
人
is
所
not the
戴的簪
hairpin
子
Madame Yin wore.
正，
Joel,
这个发现
this discovery is enough to
足以变
overturn
案件的
every
全部推理
deduction we've made on this case. What a waste of our time.
诸位，
Everyone, John has several important discoveries to announce regarding the case that he needs to announce. He's wasted everyone's time.
我们已经确认，
We have already confirmed that
Yin
Miss Yin Chu isn't the true
并不是
culprit in
本案
this
真
case.
She's like, hell yeah. I know I didn't do it.
抱歉，
My
我的
apologies.
疏忽。
I was negligent.
我就说
I
嘛，
told you Yin
朱
Chu
姐不是
wasn't
坏人
bad.
什么让沈
What
先
made
生
you
改变了
change
判
your
断
judgment, Mr. Shen?
此前，我忽略了一处
Previously, I
重要
overlooked
细
an
节
important detail.
杀死老
Madame
人的
Yin's
发簪
hairpin
与
and the
殷夫人
hairpin
头
that
上的
killed
发簪
Old Ling are actually
是左右对称
symmetrical
的一
pair.
不是同一根。
Maybe they were just speaking in Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
不懂，
I don't understand. What does that prove? Actually, no, they wouldn't have been because in this game, if the characters are speaking English, they will speak English. They do have English voice actors. So whatever the voice actors are speaking is what they are actually speaking, which I actually really enjoy.
这意味着，关于老林
This
死亡
means
时
that
间
the
的判
judgment
断
about Old Ling's time of death has been overturned.
真正的
The
行
true
凶轨迹
trajectory of that perpetrator could be as follows.
凶手先前往轮机室
They killed Old Ling in the
并
engine
把
room
发
with
簪
one
杀
hairpin
掉
and left the
留
seven
下
of
马标牌
characters.
7万然后在客
Then
舱
they
中
killed Madame Yin
用
in the
竹
cabin
杀
with the
害殷夫人
candlestick and left the
留
eight
下
of
马标牌
characters.
8万
I guess what never like occurred to me that like old-timey candlesticks would have something that you shove the candle on. Because I have a few candlesticks and holders that literally you just like hope the candle stays kind of standing. This would make more sense.
最后
After Madame Yin's body was discovered, they waited for a chance to steal the other hairpin,
这样就能营
thus
造
creating the
老
illusion of
林
Old
死于
Ling
殷夫人
dying
案
after
发后的
Madame
假
Yin
象
as well as their own alibi.
那郝大哥的
And what's the deal with Old Hao's time of death? Old Hao's death.
好久之前
Hao Chuo's
是一
death
个
was
意
an
外
accident that even the murderer could not foresee.
为了强化
To
妇女的死
reinforce
亡
the
顺
wrong
序
order of death, they
还有
stole
盗
the
走
nine
了
of
多数的
characters
警
from
官
Hao
放
Chiu.
在
想不到
I
这
didn't
凶手
expect
如
this
此
murder to
狡
be
猾
so cunning.
沈先生知道
Mr.
凶
Shen,
手
do
是
you
谁
know
吗
who the murderer is?
有机会窃
The
取马
only
标
person
牌
who
和
had the
发簪
chance to commit
并
the
实施
theft
杀
and
人计
murder
划
was. Oh, fuck, I don't know.
只有
I actually have no fucking clue. So Elle's alibi, I think, depends upon Ling being killed in the middle. That is my best guess. But I'm also not sure. It's not Afu. It's not Yinchu. It's not Timon. It's not us. It's choosing with a sniper rifle. It could be a Leoncian, but he doesn't seem to be it. I don't think it's Lo. Well, it's not Lo, because if it is, they've decided to stay friends with a murderer. And it could be Joseph, but like, even though I think Joseph like is super shady, it doesn't make sense that he'd lead us through that deduction and then be like, yep, that's right, it was me. Like, you know. There's no music. There's no music. The true murderer is L. That's what I was thinking, Sarah. I was like, if Joseph is evil, it's not going to be in the first case he's introduced in. L? I wonder what it's short for in Chinese, because it didn't sound like this. Stop joking around, Mr. Shen. But, Detective, hasn't Elle been investigating the case with you the whole time? Well, Afu, I hate to tell you this, but our health bar disappeared. How could you have killed anyone? Because no one died while we were investigating. This young lass doesn't seem like she could kill someone unless she's been possessed. Mr. Shen, I don't think anyone believes that Elle is the murderer. You wronged my sister earlier. Are you mistaken again? Gentlemen, please be cautious. Lives are at stake here. Well, now I'm nervous. John, we've been wandering in the mist for too long. Now, the truth is about to be revealed. Do you have a way to break the doubt and prove that Elle is the murderer? That's the thing, not really. In my memory, a minor detail about Elle contradicts one piece of evidence. All objects in all images settle in different locations and sequentially. Oh, wait, are we in a costume right now? Wait, did I put him in these clothes? I was thinking it was funny he had long hair. Did I put him in these? That's oopsie. I made a comment earlier like, oh, his picture is different. And I thought it was strange it was contradicting, but no, he's in a costume. I have a card too. It's the 5 of characters, right after Master Wu. Barely weighs anything. It was effortless. There seems to be a paper inside the pile of broken glass. I used to go to a private school, but I dropped out after my daddy owed a lot of debt. I don't even remember that line. How could Madame Yin's hair grow longer? It's your duns. And the bell stopping. Signs indicating Elle is the true murderer have appeared in many places. Oh, I should have read those better. I thought we were going to question stuff. I have a card of carrot right after Master Wu. Where's anything? It was effortless. There's a contradiction between this piece of evidence I collected one she said before. Now I must present this piece of evidence. Okay, 8, 7. Fuck me. Okay, I think it might be this. Like, what? We don't have anything else for, like, the... Yeah, his hair couldn't have grown out that fast. Well, we don't know. Maybe he's got some... You know, really fast-growing hair. It says there's no defense wounds. So it makes sense because, like, why would he suspect Elle to do it, right? I think it's one of these two. Well, the music stopped.
凡有接触，
All contact
必有痕
leaves
迹
traces.
任何杀
There
人
are
计划
no murder
都
plans
不
that
可
can be
能做到
created
完
without a
全天衣
flaw.
无缝。
We're so close to done, I think. The steam valve is one of the flaws that Elle left behind. What can this mere steam valve explain?
小娥曾
Elle
告诉
once told me.
你操作好之后，
但据我观察
However,
罗船长
according to
的
my
思
observation of Shipmaster Lowe's operation,
想要改变
to alter the speed of the ship, you must adjust the steam valve on the steam engine.
先生说的对，
You're right, Detective.
车中
The
是
engine
一个
telegraph
装
is
置
just a communication device. It can't change the speed of the ship. Yeah, I was actually gonna say that before. I was like, wow, that's super impressive that just moving a single lever can change the speed of the entire ship. But I kind of just was like, I guess I don't know how ships work. And apparently neither does she. She wasn't allowed to work in the engine room, so.
接触蒸汽
It's
锅炉
true Elle rarely touches the steam boiler, but how does that prove she's the murderer?
因为这个蒸汽
Because
阀
this steam valve has never been adjusted. It has always been in a fully open state.
最近一
I
次
thought that Mr. Shen was the one who adjusted the last acceleration.
She's 18. Isn't she? Yeah, she's 18. She's 18.
沈先生不愧是留过洋的。
God, it's so funny to see him in the outfit he's supposed to be in now. Wait, can we change him back? Because now this is like... How do I put him in, like, what he's supposed to be wearing? Let's just equip that then.
沈先生不愧是留。所以
It's so funny.
罗船长又放了一句
That was why Shipmaster Lowe praised me.
I don't know if we have to automatically change it now that we've started fucking with it, but it's fine.
但事实上，
Like, we have to manually change it.
我只
So,
是车中
everyone's like, whoa, where'd you get that scarf and tie?
When in fact, under Elle's guidance, all I did was operate the engine telegraph.
这个蒸汽阀
The
一直
steam
维持
valve
着
has been maintaining
老
the
龄
same
愉快
state
的
as
状态
before old Ling was murdered. We're really lucky we didn't all die.
先生，
Detective, I think I understand, but I also don't understand.
这件
What
事
does this have to do with the case?
死亡
The
时
time
间
of death.
如果把
If
蒸
we
汽阀的
combine the steam valve with this
Let's get
evidence,
it
we can
together.
deduce old Ling's true time of death.
Then it's gotta be this one. He can! He just gets blurry.
进入龙王庙
The
水域
log
前
records the ship navigating at full speed before nearing the Luang King Temple.
此后
Thereafter, the cockpit
驾
is
驶
issued a
是在
command to
21:30
decelerate at 21:30.
由于航行日志
I mean,
没有
there's a
特别的
few
记载
people who get like a little blurry where it's like not as high def,
及时
but
得到
it's
了
okay.
响应对
Since there was a prompt response, there are no special records on the log. Am I correct?
的确是这样
Yes, that's true. We're so close to done. Holy shit, it's so fucking late. But in fact, the valve of the steam engine remained fully open.
也就是说，
Even though there was a response from the engine telegraph, the valve was not adjusted.
难怪船
No
夫
wonder our ship would hit a porpoise.
船长，
Shipmaster, even you didn't notice there was something off about the ship's speed. Although I did feel that the paddle wheels were turning rather quickly. It was too dark and foggy to determine the speed, and everything else happened, so...
Oh my god! Hannah!
Shipmaster Lo, has there ever been a time where old Ling forgot to adjust the steam valve? Never.
很好，
Very well, this pretty much indicates that at 21:30, old Ling had already come to
已
halt.
经遭到
林叔被人害死了。
Uncle Ling was murdered. Of course he couldn't work anymore.
这和
What
我有
does
什
that
么
have to
关
do
系
with
啊
me?
我有职业习惯。
I have a professional habit of checking the time whenever something happens.
老林来
Old Ling came to ask Elle's help in the engine room at around 21:20. 10 minutes later, at 21:30, as John had mentioned, the ringing of the engine telegraph began,
换句话说，
which means old Ling was killed within the 10-minute time frame after you entered the engine room.
杀害老
After
林
killing old Ling, the murderer turned off the ringing noise but didn't adjust the
我
valve.
没有跳。
原本小鹅
而小鹅
You've
一
never
直会
touched
操
the
作
steam
车
engine, so you
从未
only know how
接
to
触过
operate
真
the
相
engine telegraph.
巧合
Coincidence?
That's really just a coincidence.
除去死者
Besides the deceased, everyone who received a mahjong card has been in this dining room.
都，而小鹅
As the waitress, you were able to naturally approach each of us to leave a card.
停电前
Before the power outage, you were standing next to Mr. Wu, with a
你的身
socket
后
right
正好有
behind
一
you.
个插头。这也
Is
是
that also a coincidence?
啊？难道停电
Are
也
you
会
saying Elle was behind the power outage?
停电，
The power outage not only made it convenient for her to take the card from the table,
更可以制
it
造
also
混乱
created chaos and distracted the shipmaster from using the
减
engine
少车中
telegraph.
被杀。
只要老
As
林的
long as
尸体
old Ling's
完
body
全
was
复原
discovered
后
after Madame Yin,
计划
her
就
plan
成
was
功了
half successful.
接下来
Then she just had to steal the hairpin to create the illusion that old Ling died
就
after
可以
Madame
引
Yin,
导出而那段时间，他一直和
giving
正在
her
一
the
起
perfect
查
alibi
拥
while
有
she
完美的
investigated the
同在
case with John.
因此，
That is why
小鹅才是本案真正的凶手。
Elle is the true murderer of this case.
He's 19 in present day, and this is 3 years ago? It's 2 years ago. He's 17. I guess go, girl, go.
沈大哥，
Mr. Shen,
能否让
could
小
you
鹅
allow me
说
to say something?
你说，
Go on.
这几天在船
Mr.
上相
Shen,
处的时间
although we
虽
haven't
然
spent
不
much
长
time together on this ship,
但我
I
对沈
admire
大
you
哥
greatly.
善良。你和
I
贝
have
先
no
生
way
的
to
分
refute
析
your analysis.
你的意思是，
What you mean to say is that our
我们
claim
的
is
主张与
consistent
事
with
实
the
相
facts,
符
am I correct?
对吗？
小鹅，
Elle?
小鹅，
Elle, will you confess to your crimes?
对不起
I'm sorry, Shipmaster.
小鹅
I
不认
refuse to
罪
confess.
沈大哥
Mr. Shen, I learned a lot
和
through
你一
investigating
起
the case
查案
with
的
you.
过程，你总
You
说
always say that there
没
are
有
no
天衣无
flawless
缝的犯
crimes.
罪，
But the truth is,
但事实上，
you kind of killed it.
推理
Flawless reasoning
是
also
不可
doesn't
能做到
exist.
天衣无缝，因为
You
你
can't
没办法
ensure the
保证
integrity and
自己得到的
authenticity of the
线索
clues
是
you
完全
obtain.
就像影
Just
子
like
姑
Miss
娘
Yin
经历
Chu's
的那样
situation, when new clues
当新的
appear,
线
new
索出
logic
现
may also arise.
这
John, are you all right?
我觉得小
I
鹅是
believe
对
that
的，
Elle is correct.
无法确保
There's no guarantee that there will not be anything new unforeseen,
即便我们把
even if we limit the time of Old Ling's murder to a
做到
10-minute
了10
interval.
分钟区间内，还是
We
没办法
still
完
have
全
no
确
way
定
to confirm that Elle is the
小鹅是
murderer.
凶手。
不必过于
Don't be
执
too
着
persistent, John.
小鹅
The
说的
problem
对
Elle mentioned is
定是
precisely
司
the
法上
reason
必
why
须要默
presumption
认对
of
嫌疑人
innocence
做
is
无罪
necessary.
决定的原因，也是
It is
犯罪
also
侦
the
查学
source
和
of
法医
progress
学
in
进步
crime
的根据。
investigation and forensic science.
要知
The
道，
purpose of a detective's existence is not to catch the
不是
murderer,
抓住
but to
凶手，
find the truth.
而是找出真。
我明白了，
I understand.
I said that weird, sorry.
既然小
Since
鹅
Elle
和
investigated the
你一
case
起
with you,
查
she's been in your
他
line of
全程
sight
都
the
在你
whole
的视
time.
线中，这多少
This will have
会
a
对他的
certain
行为
impact
产
on
生
her
影响。
behavior.
考虑到小鹅
Considering
前程
Elle
和
was
我
with me the
在一起
entire time,
这
this
件事
event may prove that
也
she
许
is the
能证明
murderer.
他是凶手。小鹅，
Elle, if my guess
Couple
is
of
correct,
typos.
Madame Yin's missing hairpin is
因
still
夫
on
人
your
丢失的
person.
法簪，应该还在你身上。在调查过
You
程
were
中，
with me throughout the
你一直和我
investigations,
在一起，
and that hairpin was the focus of
而
our
那只法
attention.
簪
I believe that you did not have the chance to get rid of it. Shipmaster Lo, I would like to ask Miss Yin Chu to help examine L's pockets. This is a last resort. Whether to execute it or not is up to you to decide. Well, if life is at stake. There's no need for that. L, you... The hairpin that you're looking for is indeed in my possession. And then she just stabs him. The reason why I've been holding on to it is for this exact moment. Oh wait, I was joking. Help me! I was doing a bit. Don't kill me, don't kill me! Master Wu, right now she's under control now. Yinshu just saved your life. Go Yinshu. Yinshu, weren't you tied up? And she is Houdini!
This binding method is often used in escape magic. It can't trap me.
Good. Good. Magic is good. A few minutes later... That was close. Way too close.
I was this close to putting an end to everything.
L, there's no hate without cause. Did you have a bad history with these people? How could there be any bad history? This young lass must have been possessed!
Wu Tenun, do you still remember? Do you still remember Chao Chang'e, the head of Yangtze River Escort Agency? I always thought my daddy and the others died because the waves tipped over the ship until...
Quick, somebody cover up her mouth! Why? Are you curious as to why she wants to kill you? Go on, L.
Until I overheard them with my own ears.
I thought you said you'd leave with your family after you got the money! What are you doing back here? Also, why is Lu Lianxin her first mate here? He doesn't know something, does he? Master, madam, don't worry. Running into you two and Mr. Lianxin was just by chance. I've paid for my sins. My wife and child have died of illness and I will soon join them. I no longer want to have any further involvement in that matter, and I won't say a word.
You better keep your word. Bite your tongue and carry the secret to the grave.
Yin Zhou, I still think this is too much of a coincidence. It makes me feel uneasy. Those pirates you hired back in the day, can you trust them?
They've long hated the escort agency. We seek wealth. They take lives. It's a sealed deal. Besides, those pirates are either dead or locked away. They're long gone.
What if there was a careless slip-up somewhere?
They were drugged, burdened with rocks, then buried in a sandpit at the bottom of the river. It's impossible to slip up.
Then it seems it's just a coincidence. Good, good.
Well, you worked an inside job, stealing your own family's transport behind old Master Wu's back. You even spread rumors saying the guards were motivated by greed and fled with the money. The poor escorts of the Yangtze River Escort Agency have been earnest all their lives. But they were betrayed, murdered, slandered, and buried with dirt on their names. I just wanted to seek justice for them.
Alas, after the agency died unjustly, peace was no more as the pirates ran rampant. This has been an utter betrayal of their heroism and sincerity.
The reputation of an escort is greater than one's life. Every debt must be paid off. The families of the agency were willing to give their all, down to the last grain of rice, just to pay off the debt and save the reputation of the Yangtze River Escort Agency. My poor mommy died performing for money without living to see this day. These hairpins were my mom's dowry. Yinzhou snatched one when she ransacked our home. The other, my mom secretly hid it, saying she saved it for me to keep. These past few days, the tassel of the hairpin on Yinzhou's head has been swaying before me. After overhearing their conversation, how could I continue to suffer in silence?
Mr. Demon, is everything Elle just said true? I wasn't involved. Yinzhou was the one who came up with the idea. You were involved? So you didn't take any of the silver that was stolen? I just wanted to get some money to pay off my debt. I didn't think she'd be so ruthless. Literally. I didn't want something like that to happen after. I've been reciting scriptures every day, sincerely praying for the deceased. Since you're so sincere, please put the whole story on paper and sign it, Mr. Ten. I don't think that's really necessary. Then untie Elle. I don't want to have a brother like you anymore. Wu Lianxin, you ungrateful brat! You're trying to get your brother killed! This matter is between you and Elle anyway. Maybe you two just resolve it alone. Come on now, write and sign, or resolve it alone. Choose for yourself. Alright. Now that the truth is out in the open, what do you plan to do with Elle? In my opinion, they started it. Elle's revenge is understandable. Afu is so funny. However, Elle has still taken 2 lives. If we don't send her in...
I knew I had to face the consequences when I killed them. Yinzhou, Uncle Ling are dead. And now with Wu Temen's confession, I have no regrets. I will accept all punishment. There's no need to put yourselves in a difficult position.
Elle, are you sure that's what you want?
Joseph's like, I'm the prosecutor in Shanghai. I can just, like, close my eyes. Literally, we're cool with lying and pretending Temen did it. Like, we can all just, like... We can just all look away.
Considering the unlawful infringement your act of revenge targeted has long come to an end, your revenge will be defined as murder. If we just send her in like that, Elle's life will be in danger.
I'm responsible for my actions. I won't regret it.
I mean, get me a new wine and I can take a nap. I didn't see anything. Mr. Joseph, is there nothing else we can do? Punishment must be executed by the officials to break the cycle of murder and revenge. John, what do you think? You're 20. Surely you have good opinions. I would like to...
Okay, we probably don't want to quote the Great Qing Code. Uphold primitive justice. Advocate self... honestly, these all seem similar. These seem like they're gonna come to the same thing, don't they? What is the... What is the... What is this?
Joseph, I believe there's still leeway to turn things around. The laws and decrees of the Qing dynasty are different from those you are familiar with. The Great Qing Code states if one's parents are murdered and they don't go to officials, by killing the perpetrator, they are guilty of killing without authorization. The punishment is being beaten by a staff 60 times. If the perpetrator had angered them into seeking revenge, punishment will be further reduced.
So the detective means that not only is Elle not required to pay with her life, there's also a chance to reduce her sentence. She can just leave. I love how they added sparkles.
If Mr. L does not mind,
I'm willing to serve as your litigation lawyer. He's like, you know what? I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? It's like, I know he's like technically prosecutor, but is he familiar with like these laws? I don't know. Thank you. This is so funny. Everyone was like, actually, like, what if it's fine? They really said, what if it's fine? Which is like the funniest way to end a case. Everyone being like, did she kill 2 people? Yes. Does it matter? No. Okay, we are gonna stop right here just so we don't go on anymore. Yeah, she killed twice, but like, it doesn't matter. Because we like her and like, it was valid. Thank you all for coming. Sorry it went so long because holy shit, this was almost a 4-hour stream. Somewhere Edgeworth is having an apoplexy. Don't worry about it. I need to go to bed. Hannah needs to go to bed because you have work in the morning. Thank you all for coming. I think I'll be here next week because technically I'll be done with 2 of 3 classes and I will just have a smaller assignment left. Please wish me luck on finals when I stream on Monday, which is back to Date. If I am not telling you, I have finished my outreach project. If I am not saying I have finished and recorded, Hannah, if I start that stream having not finished that video, you need to like yell at me and like make me end stream until it's done because it's due on Tuesday and I need it done before class because I have to record. But yes, thank you. I have a lot of homework to do this weekend and it'll be really fun. But I will see you, I think, next Friday because I will be mostly done with finals. So I'm excited to see you then. Monday is, like I said, Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative. See you later. Everyone get some sleep. Have a good weekend. Drink some water. Eat some good food. I'll see you all later and goodbye.